Hello and welcome everyone! We do not have a super cool intro for today because today's a little different than our regular Aether's Walkway, our normal, regularly scheduled shenanigans. So we are not playing Cypher System today. Instead, we are having kind of like a flashback episode to where we're going to see how Zareena and Livewire met. So I hope that you all will be entertained and you think this will be interesting, and yes, Prax, all the love for the love story. Cannot wait to see how it plays out. We're going to be using a tabletop RPG called Breaking the Ice. It's a 2-player game, and we're going to kind of explain it as we go through it, because it's our first time playing it as well, and we are excited to see where this goes. And before I introduce Trooper, whom you all already know, I'd like to thank Roll20 at roll20.net. Check them out. They're our virtual tabletop of choice because they're awesome. And they let us set up this cool thing to let you guys see exactly what we're doing with the character sheet and stuff, because I made overlays today and it was fun. But yeah, I'm Lindy and I'll be playing Zareena Nix. She's cool. You'll learn more about her in a minute. And we also have Trooper. Trooper, how are you?
Hey, I'm Trooper SJP. So what you don't know is that Laugh Love Lindy and I were talking about this for a while. We were like, you know what we should do? We should play our character's backstory, because if you have been watching Aether's Walkway, which if you haven't, why haven't you? You should be. We play I'm going to call us a couple, although that is a little bit tricky right now. Okay, let's put it this way. We play two people who seemingly did not know each other, but it turns out that not only did we know each other, but we dated for like 7 years and were almost engaged. But I faked my death before I could ask her to marry me, which I feel like sort of calls off a lot of things in that relationship when that happens.
Like the relationship.
Like the relationship. But I'm in disguise and incognito, so when we met each other again, she didn't know who I was, but I knew who she was. But I was like in hiding because people were trying to kill me. And so in the show, of which we've had like 13 or 14 episodes so far now, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. We've only seen this couple in the post-faking of the death moments, in that, and like when he finally told her, she slapped him. So Lindy and I have talked about this we have a whole backstory. We've talked about this quite a lot. And we thought that would be really cool one day to actually just sort of play a 2-player RPG where we got to explore because they've known each other for basically 10 years now. To explore this sort of past. And we just talked about it, and we were trying to find 2-player games, and we have actually found 2 that we would like to play. One for now, which gives us how they sort of got together, like how they became a couple, and then one which is not that, which is the opposite of that, but that will happen later. So we talked about it, we went through it a little bit, and then we had a last minute cancellation of the show like about a half hour before the show was supposed to start. And so Lindy and I were madly putting together all of our assets. Lindy, being the graphic designer that she is, did all of the OBS stuff, and I did the promo much slower than she would have, and sort of try to get together some of our
But we finished at the same time.
Trying to get all this stuff together. We have costume changes, and we're gonna do some cool stuff. And since this game is takes place over 3 dates, we're going to also just talk through how this game goes a little bit, and so we can all be on the same page. I feel like so in this game you sort of create your characters fresh, but we already know our characters, so I'm gonna but we're gonna do it.
We're retrofitting it.
We're retrofitting it.
You can tweak.
I will tell you who I'm playing. I am playing, so you know him if you've watched the show as Livewire. And the Livewire that you know is a jaded, cynical, dystopian in real life streamer who's almost always streaming through his eyes and can't turn it off, and has a mod wherein he never looks like himself. He always looks like whatever it is the person who's looking at him wants to see, and never him. So whenever somebody has but as long as you're modded, you see what you want to see rather than who he is. And he also wears a mask most of the time, just in case somebody's not modded. He doesn't really want people to see what he looks like. because he's on the run, you know? And he's, in our game, he's like 29, I think. And
yes, I'm not opening up my backstory information right now.
yeah, just a little bit right there. He's 29. He does a lot of dangerous things that are bad for his body, like getting into barroom brawls, doing dangerous thrill-seeking things that will get you views on the stream system, right? He just sort of punishes his body quite a lot, and probably also drinks, and it's sort of like vapid ridiculousness. Hey, deception check, and that is the live wire that you all know from the show, but the live wire you're going to meet is 19 years old, and he's 19 years old, and you know what I need to do? I need to bring up the Google Doc, which has the list of planets, is what I need to do.
Oh, that would be important too.
Yeah, let me go bring that up.
Yes.
But he's
so prepared.
He's 19, and he is just starting his career. And so he's, and in case you don't, I should tell you what he looks like, because you all get to actually see what he actually looks like, as opposed to everyone else who only sees what they want to see and never actually sees him. He looks like from Saved by the Bell.
Mario Lopez.
Mario Lopez. He looks like Mario Lopez. He is very pretty, right? He's buff, he's pretty, he's been sculpted, right? So like he's clearly been sort of trained from a young age to have a kind of level of perfection and appealingness to him, so that he can be successful in a dystopian cyberpunk future. So he's been groomed by his parents, like his sort of stage parents, to have body, teeth, hair, eyes, and all of that. So he's buff and pretty. He's a bit of beefcake eye candy, and groomed that way by his parents on purpose, so that he can be successful in the world. That is him, and I suppose I'll say more when we actually get to our first date. Go ahead.
And Zareena, at the time of our game, is 31 years old.
21. Oh, to our game, sorry. This
the
one.
The normal campaign of
Yes.
Aether's Walkway is 31 years old. Now she's 21. So, yeah, little flashback. She's a hard worker. She at this point in her life, she is working as a mods tester. So, same thing as when you all meet her in the later campaign. The only difference is, she's not nearly as heavily modded at this point in her life. After someone fakes their death, she goes a little off the deep end and starts delving a little bit more into the illegal mod world, and getting a bunch of mods.
First off, you were doing illegal mods before I faked my death.
Yes, but not a lot of them.
That's fair.
Because there's only you're only allowed to do a certain number of mods per year. Between the
it's like 2 or 3, right?
It's a certain amount. It's because you've got a lot of physical therapy and some mental therapy, and you got to go through an exam and all sorts of stuff. So it's a whole process. There's a lot involved, which is why a lot of people don't test them. Because they're like, that's, and then negative side effects, and you got to write it all down. It's a lot more paperwork than people might think. But she's been doing that ever since she was a teenager. So she's at this point in her life, she's made a decent bit of money. Her grandparents she's about to let them retire, and she's doing more traveling for work. She's kind of just going hither, thither, and yon, and she's very much an introvert, very shy, and doesn't expect to meet anybody on this journey that she's going on, but we know that's not going to happen.
No, that's not going to happen.
So
I think what we should do is start the first part of our game. So the game takes place over 3 dates, and at the end of the 3 dates, we just find out how it goes. But before we do that, we have to make our characters. And what we do is we sort of create, we do a brainstorming session together where we do a word web for our characters. And we have, we start off with our character's favorite colors. And my character, I should tell you, Livewire is not his name, right? Like, that is not his name. That is the name he uses since he faked his death and put on a new identity. His name is Ramoz Cantata. So Ramoz Cantata, this is who we are, and his favorite color is peach. So that is my favorite color.
Oh, and Zareena, hers is electric blue. Because, you know, there's so many different shades of blue. Just saying blue's kind of a cop-out.
Yeah,
There's teal, there's like sky blue, robin's egg blue, navy blue. She likes that bright electric blue. It's nice, it's vibrant, it's fun. There was a point in her life when she didn't just wear black all the time. Yeah. And this is it.
This is the moment. Would you like to start with your word web or mine?
Oh, let's go left to right on the sheet. So we'll start with yours.
Okay. So we're each going to go and give 6 words one at a time back and forth. And we are going to sort of pick a word that is based on what is currently there. And I'm going to pick for my word.
And it can be like emotions or
ideas,
descriptions.
Yeah, it could be,
almost anything, almost any word.
Yeah, so you're gonna then just say any kind of word that inspires you, right, by what is already there. And it really it's quite open. So I'm gonna go with for the peach, which, by the way, in case you want to know, chat, Liddy and I discussed this. The peach is like the peach that you would get in a tequila sunrise, right? It's that kind of particular color. I'm going to go with
but unfortunately, tequila sunrise isn't an official color. So
I think we need to be scrolled up some.
Well, I've scrolled this up so we can do the word bubble above.
Yeah, but they can't see them right now.
Well, how far up? Oh, you've got them all the way up there. We gotta move those a little bit.
All the way up there.
We gotta move
because I feel like
we're
gonna get kind of big. And
I don't think we're gonna get that big.
We might get huge. We don't even know.
I'm also
going to increase our font so that it might be easier for the folks to a 20. Do you think? Well, that wasn't what I wanted. Let's go 26. There we go. How about that?
Sure.
Great, and we'll make that a 26 so that it's a little bit easier.
A little bit easier.
A little bit easier to read, yeah. All right, and so I'm going to go with warm. That will be my.
Okay. Let me change this to 26. Just fits, nice. Okay, so, and then, let me get some lines here.
Yeah, I need a line too. Ooh, I don't like that at all.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. I'm just gonna make a general line that I can copy.
Okay, so warm. So I could go off of peach, or I could go off of warm. I'm gonna go off of warm for this word, and I'm gonna go with caring.
I want a better line. Let me go.
I got this.
Got this?
Just freehand it. Oop,
oh yeah, no, I'm not freehanding it. I'm gonna go like boom, like that. Oh yeah. I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing. I see you with your brilliance.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got warm and caring.
So you can go off warm, caring, or peach.
Yes. I'm gonna go. Let me get a little peach line here. I am gonna go with peach, warm, caring. I'm gonna go with I want something that evokes I feel like social.
Oh, okay.
right? I feel like he's that warm, caring, that peach. I feel like that gives us a sense of sociability.
What's with your orange lines?
I got orange lines. Boom. I have an orange line.
You can make it too big.
Make it smaller.
Okay. I'm gonna go off of social. And I'm gonna go... I'd say he's ambitious. Oh, how did I get that font? I don't know. Boom.
I'm gonna go out of caring. I'm gonna go off of caring, and I'm gonna go family oriented.
Ooh.
So that's not. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna go family oriented because I think that is true about like warm and caring. I feel like I get that.
Okay. Let's go with... Let me get my text box. Social, warm, caring, family-oriented. Ooh, I'm gonna go off of ambitious, and I'm also gonna put in adventurous.
Oh yeah. I like that. I think that is super true about him. And I actually think I will do. Yeah. Okay. Out of adventurous. Oops. Pardon me. I want to go here. After adventurous, I'm gonna go with space traveler. Right? Because no, space wanderer.
Ooh.
I like that better. There you go, space wanderer, my friend.
Okay.
What are you gonna do with that?
What am I gonna do with that? I think I'm gonna go with a word. That starts with a letter. And maybe ends with some more letters.
That's you are. I feel like sort of
I'm on a roll.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Rappaport.
Wanderer.
I want to say traveling salesman, but that is not the case. But
that'd be funny.
No, actually, let me change it from space wanderer to.
This? Could I interest you in this vacuum cleaner?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna name it space faring journalist.
Ooh,
actually, that's
okay.
better.
I'll go off of that then.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put truth seeker.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. Okay. I am gonna go with. Okay. I don't know why I do these things myself, but I do. I'm gonna after social. Although I think it actually could also go with either caring or social. Like it could be either one of those two things. I'm gonna go with conflict avoidant.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do conflict avoidant. This is our Ramoz back then. Now he does other things that usually involve sort of unwise and dangerous situations for himself. I'm gonna put that under social, though. I think, but
I think that goes under social.
Yeah.
I think that fits. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need
3 more.
3 more. Okay.
Okay.
There's some good ones on here. Okay. Get my text box. Let's go with...
There's a...
People pleaser.
Yeah, totally. 100% people pleaser. Also, I don't know why...
And that's gonna go under social as well.
Yeah. I don't know why...
Although it could go under family.
Yeah, actually, it could go for both of those. Yeah. I don't know if our overlay is
It's updating. It's updated. You good?
Oh,
I'm
nice.
popping it
Okay.
up after each one so they don't have to watch us type.
Oh. I'm gonna go with this is because I know his backstory. I'm gonna go for family oriented. I'm gonna go.
Ooh.
This is really weird, but it is what it is. You just right. You do what you do. I'm gonna go with. I want to get like excessively groomed. Do you know what I mean? Like
Ooh.
Groomed from a young age, right? Yeah. Groomed from a young age is what I'm gonna do, because he was. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's under family oriented.
That is super under. But actually, I'm not gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it over here. There you go. Yeah. He wasn't starstruck. His parents were. His parents had ideas about their ticket to money. They're like, we can get money if we if we invest money in this kid.
Oof. That's rough, buddy.
Yeah. What kind of groom time roller? When he was starting about like 3 or 4, you like when some people like put their kids and like start making them be like tennis stars or whatever, right? They were like, we need to start working you out and start grooming you so that you can. Yeah, his mother is Mama Rosewire. Yeah, basically, right? They're like, we need because he grew up on a farm, right? He grew up on a farm in a dystopian cyberpunk future, and his parents are like, okay, you're the one. We're gonna make you like as good looking. We're gonna groom you from a very young age to have like poise and charm and look good, and we're not going to give you any mods at all so that you can try to work your way into the high society in this world, because the high science society in this world don't use mods ever, and also they hate mods. Like they're called the supremacy, and
that doesn't say anything about them. I don't know what does.
Yeah, they also call themselves the pure because they don't have any mods, and his family of course has mods, but they kept him without any kind of mods, and they sort of groomed him so that he could sort of go and like mingle with the rich and famous, and they wanted him to sort of be in that world so that he could make money for them, yeah, you will be our savior. Yeah, child tennis star who burn out by their teens. Oh, Caldrake. Yeah. It's you.
I'm going with playful off of warm.
Oh, actually, I think we're done. 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is it, right? Yeah.
Yep. Last one's playful.
Yep. Yeah. I love it. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Right.
All right. So that's Livewire, aka Ramos's web.
My web. Okay. Let's do yours.
And then we're gonna go over here. Yoop. And I got to pick the first word. We're gonna go for her first word. I think quiet. I thought about introverted, but I think quiet also just fits well.
Yeah. And I am going to go off of quiet, and I'm going to go with observant. Because I feel like she sees, you know what I mean? Like, I think that she sees a lot, and I think that she, I was gonna use my little line. You know, my cute line. All right, go ahead.
You can if you want, but I think it works. Yeah, quiet, observant. Okay.
I think you see everything, you know?
Yeah, she's.
Oh, by the way, Caldrake, I love that song "Electric Blue" by Ice House. It's a great song. It's really good.
Okay, so next word describing Zareena. I liked having like 3 different ways to go off of and then build from there. So I think her next one's going to be curious or inquisitive. I think inquisitive.
I will go with oh gosh. It's really yeah, it's hard because like she's got this ambition but also not, right? It's I'm gonna go with this will be hard, but I'm gonna go with nope, here. I'm gonna go with, see if this ambitious but spotlight avoidant.
Yeah, that's
right?
a good one.
Right, like yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, that because like you have drive, like you have this amazing drive, but you also just don't need to be
Oh.
to see you. Go ahead.
There
Go
you
ahead.
go.
Oh no! Wait,
It's
wait,
like,
wait,
no, your line. No, you.
Okay,
No.
okay, we'll put it in there. We'll put it in there. I'll put it in there. There you go. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I see empathetic. I totally see it.
Ooh, okay. Here we go. I've got a good one. Here we go. Let me get text. Come here, text. Bam. Addictive personality.
Oh, okay. I have one now. Can I give you another one? Here you go. You have addictive personality. I'm gonna go off of addictive personality, and I'm gonna go thrill seeker.
Ooh, not wrong.
Not wrong. Not wrong on that one. Yeah, thrill seeker. Boom.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, we're halfway there.
We're halfway there.
And then I'm gonna go
Probably that's
with.
just a song. Hey, Vampire Yoda.
Let's see. So, word map. I'm gonna go introverted. I'm gonna go off of quiet. She's introverted. She doesn't have a lot of friends.
Yes, but she is also I want to hit her look, I just think that you're brilliant. Like, I just think that she's super brilliant, and I'm going to take that off of observant. She is so smart, brilliant. I mean, no. Here, I'm not from New England originally, but I live here now, so I'm gonna say wicked smart. Just to get that, to sort of like, you know, give some love to the New England situation.
She wants to do exciting things. She just doesn't want to do them with people, with many people. There's like 2 to 3.
That is fair.
Between 1 and 3 people at any given point in time, where she's like, "Yeah, let's do stuff."
Poor Wallflower Zareena, who is willing to body surf the fire waves of Xantar. She is, though. Like,
yeah.
You don't even know. Like, that is very much her. She will body surf all of those waves.
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna come with a new word. I can think of words. A lot of them come off quiet, but I think I'll put this one off of inquisitive because I can think it go off either. Thoughtful.
Okay. So now I have one. And what I'm going to say is, why are you being terrible? I need a line there, but I'm going to go with supportive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with supportive because also, why did that happen? There we go. Hello, little line. Thoughtful. And I'm going to go with supportive off of thoughtful.
Okay.
Yeah. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think we only
9,
need 2 more.
10? Yeah, okay. There we go. Sees all the angles. Sometimes too smart for own good.
Maybe.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need 2 more.
Yeah.
Supportive, thoughtful, inquisitive, ambitious, but will spotlight avoidant, addictive personality, thrill seeker, quiet, introverted, observant, wicked smart.
Thrill seeker.
I got it. I got one for mine.
Okay, you get 1 more word, so.
I get 1 more word. I'm gonna make it
Okay.
good.
I'm working on mine. I'm thinking it. This is my last word.
I got mine.
Oh, so fast. Okay.
I got mine. I'm feeling good about it.
I'm just gonna go for another kind of simple, basic one. Shy. Because shy and introverted are 2 different things.
They are. That is true, by the way. One of my pet peeves, and people don't realize that. I'm going to go with a word based off of electric blue.
Oh.
And my word is going to be cybernetic.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm just going to put that cybernetic right in there if you do not mind. There. Thank you for the line. So we have now done this first part, which is our color words, and now what we do this next part for the creation is what we look at each of our sort of webs, and we come up with personality traits. And personality traits are actually an important game mechanic because they mean things later. So we are going to sort of be thinking about, so that in this game, traits come in 3 types: self, work, and play, which you might be able to see. It's a little small, but we'll zoom in a little bit later. Self, work, and play, and we're going to come up with between 4 and 6 traits for each of our characters. We need to have at least 1 in each of the categories. And self includes temperament, personality, home, pets, family, friends. Work includes career, vocation, or calling. And play includes hobbies or interests. I started first. Why don't you pick a trait first? So we're looking at personality traits, jobs, interests, other words they bring to mind, and we're gonna share these things with each other.
Okay. Yes, and they were inspired by the words on your web. They don't have to be the exact same. So I think I'm gonna do a work one first. And I think she's gonna be dedicated. Like dedicated to work.
I'm going to go with let me just copy this here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with for work, I'm going to go with and each of these traits are worth a die. And I'm gonna actually make this font smaller because we're gonna zoom in, I know it. I'm gonna go with
yeah, I did it 22, that worked out perfect.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with driven journalist. Ooh. Right?
That's so accurate of them. Driven versus dedicated.
Yeah. Like I'm a driven journalist. Why is my 20? There we go. Driven journalist.
Yes, her work is very plugged in.
Yes. Okay. After you.
Okay. So.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'll do play one next.
Mm-hmm.
She likes.
Me too. I was gonna do a play one as well.
Oh,
since,
what?
I know,
No.
yeah, I know.
Extreme sports.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Extreme sports lover.
What I also really like is that some of these things are going to be very different from how we are now. For my play, I'm going to go with my body is my temple.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So sad for that life. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
And that's like to sort of evoke like all the working out, right?
Yeah.
Like
they work out. They work out a lot.
Yeah, like like manicure, pedicure, haircut, like everything is right. Yeah, Ramos doesn't drink much at all at this moment. In Aether's Walkway, he does drink actually. Hey, Sven Wolf, Lindy's character Zareena has a lot of cybernetic modifications, which is sort of meet cute. Oh no, wait, Coldrake has a better one. I like it. I like this one better. Ooh, photo ready and versus my body's my temples. That's really tricky.
Ooh, I like photo ready.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah, be ready for the camera.
Yeah, photo ready. I like it.
Okay, now I'm gonna try to do a self one.
Yeah. Yeah. Wakes up with his makeup and hair perfect. Always.
Now, do these all have to be? Do these have like be negative and positive traits, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
They're just sort of things that talk to us about ourselves, right?
Doesn't make friends easily.
Yeah. I will go with okay. I'm gonna give this to you, and it's gonna be weird, right? It's gonna seem weird.
I'm ready for weird.
Okay. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say this, which is it's not gonna seem correct, but it is part of this web, right? It's gonna be I'm gonna say this and it seems a little too strong, but I'm gonna go with low self-esteem.
Oh no.
That feels a little strong, but I think it's true. I mean, he just covers well. Do you know what I mean? Like he covers very well.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Like like he comes off not that way, but like I think there's a reason why he's a people pleaser and conflict avoidant, and
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. Or maybe not low self-esteem, but maybe insecure. Oh no! Wait! No, I have it. It's imposter syndrome.
Ooh.
That's what it is.
That's rough, buddy.
That's really good for him too, actually, right? Because now he's just an imposter. That's all he does, right? All he does now is he's an imposter. So he's got imposter syndrome. Yeah.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah.
I think this next one's gonna go under work. Tech. Tinkerer.
Hey, GRC Roller. Imposter syndrome is when you feel like you're never good enough for what you're doing. So, like, let's say you
feel like, you're an imposter because there's no way you could do this.
Yeah.
But here you are doing what should be a job for somebody else. You're just an imposter.
Yeah, so you say you get a job, right? And they hire you for this job and you're thinking, I don't even know why they hired me. Like, why did they hire me? I'm not good enough for this job. And so then you in the job, but the entire time you think, oh, I'm not good enough. At any moment they're going to realize that I'm actually terrible and then I'm going to get fired, right? So it's kind of like never feeling like you're good enough, and always feeling like at any point in time people are going to find out that you actually don't deserve to be there, right? So it's this kind of sense of not believing in your own abilities and also thinking that you're hiding that from so that people who think that you're qualified don't understand the real you, and if they found out, you would be sort of ruined. And if you are successful, you don't feel like you deserve any of the success you've earned. Yes, exactly. Right. You don't feel like you anything you get, you feel like you didn't actually earn it yourself. You don't deserve it. It's like low self-esteem, but not exactly, right? Because you feel like not all the time, but sometimes. Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, I don't know if everybody has imposter syndrome, but I know a lot of people do, and I certainly do sometimes. Where I was like, how did I get here?
Oh yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
What?
oh, it's my go. So I'm gonna go with
yeah, because I put tech tinkerer.
Yeah, I'm gonna
under
go
work.
with a self. And the self I'm gonna go with is and it has to be about his family, and it's gonna be controlled by his family, right? Or that's maybe too strong again. It's like it's very prevalent with the art and content creators. Oh yes, Rappaport. It is. It really is. Oh, Roller. Okay, thank you. It's not controlled by his family, but well, no, I'm just gonna do controlled by his family. That's what I'm gonna do. It feels a little strong, but
yeah.
Controlled is like seems like the wrong verb to me, but it's something that's almost like controlled. But guided is not strong enough.
No.
Right? Directed by family. Guilt tripped. Yes. We'll just say guilted by family. Yeah. Yeah.
No, man, we're like, oh yeah, work and play, and then we get to self, and we're like. Just beat our characters down, why don't we?
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna skip the self one for now and go for play. Plays just seems more optimistic after that.
Oh, I can actually just say stage parents.
Oh, you could.
Yeah.
That would work too.
Yeah, I'll just do stage parents.
Stage parents.
Yeah.
So she's an extreme sports. Oh. Video games. Video gamer.
Yeah. Yeah, why aren't you married yet? Oh, Coldrake, we can talk about that one. Manipulated. Ooh. No, that's actually Sven Wolf. That's really good. I like that. Actually, I like that the best. Manipulated by parents. That is actually.
That's the word we were looking for. Is manipulated.
That's the word.
Not controlled. Or
not controlled.
Manipulated.
Yeah, because manipulated is like the wrong tone, but controlled is the wrong tone. But Sven Wolf, manipulated is perfect. That is perfect. I am going to go with. I'm going to go with a play, and I'm going to go with. I'm
going to change tech tinkerer to tech savvy.
Tech savvy is good. I'm going to go with yeah, that's why I've heard of visits as inspections. Yeah. Yeah. I will go with athlete. Right?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with athlete. But I want something that's a little bit like, if I just say CrossFit, will you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna go
with. No, CrossFit's like its own genre.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with CrossFit
enthusiast.
Guy. I don't want to say bro or dude because I feel like that's not his.
No, you could just be a
vibe.
CrossFit enthusiast. Or guy. Guy is a lot less letters than enthusiast.
But also, if you go with guy, that sort of invokes a vibe, right? That like, you know what I mean? Like there's a sort of vibe. It's not like a bro vibe or a dude vibe, but like well-toned guy, like CrossFit guy, and that'll get like a lot of the adventure in there as well. Yeah.
Mario Lopez.
Just Mario Lopez.
And I'll put Gal Gadot. Those are our face claims.
Oh yeah. And face claims Mario Lopez, Gal Gadot. We are that couple. It is you for your last one.
We're a same height couple. I googled it.
One can see that's why I'm just going with guy rather than have to deal with enthusiast versus fanatic. Yeah.
Okay, I need one more. I need a self. Gosh, okay. how to beat up myself more.
Oh.
Trait. Doesn't make friends
It's the
easy.
out training at 6 a.m. in a tank top vibe. Yes, that's exactly right. It is the out training. Yes, yes, it is. That's exactly right. Right. That is true. Oh yeah, germphobic. No, he's actually not. He's pretty. I have his new one. I have his new one.
Ooh, okay. This is a self one. That's not.
Bad.
Yeah, I guess. But it could be annoying in certain circles. What's the word I'm looking for? Like health and wellness enthusiast?
Oh yeah. What do we call that? Goop. I totally get the health and wellness. Well, I think it's about like you're like kind of like a body awareness, right? Like you're really you're really you have
I'll
really
just put health and wellness.
yeah.
I think we'll know what that means.
Whole Foods patron, Mother Earth syndrome.
Because she does work out, but she's also like, okay, so we have to take the vitamins, gotta do this, gotta,
Yes.
Yeah.
I have two different things that I'm thinking of right now, and I'm
Health conscious.
Health conscious
is the word I was...
Perfect. Thank you, Rappaport. So I'm torn between outdoorsy and I need something that really sort of gets his puts people at ease. Like there's a kind of like a social aspect that I need to put in there in self. Like I think I want something like that. I think I want something that will sort of gets the sort of sense of him.
It's your last one, so.
I know, it's my last one. Like I want to get the kind of he's able to talk to people. He's able to like make people feel comfortable with him.
Schmoozer. No, I'm kidding. I don't think it's schmoozing.
Schmoozer's not the right vibe. It's more like
it's not. It's charismatic.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I mean, I kind of want this thing where it's that people feel comfortable around you. Do you know what I mean? Like he's like charismatic, but it's not exactly like charismatic could be not.
There's a lot of different types of charismatic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a charismatic that's based in not like bowling people over, but by bringing people in. Oh, disarming. Oh.
Hobnobber.
Roller. Yes, we'll put it together. We'll go like a charming disarmer.
Oh.
Right?
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Okay, charming disarmer. That is perfect. Oh, yeah. Yes. All right, so we have our 6 traits, and these traits are important because they help us actually with, and we can add new traits throughout the game whenever it's sort of a thing that comes up. And we have our names. Now we have to choose a conflict. This is important for us. This is going to help us in the game itself. We're trying to assemble dice, and we assemble dice when our conflicts come up, when traits come up. So we need a conflict that's going to drive us through these first 3 dates that we have. And it can be internal or external. It can be something like, it can be anything from, there's some kind of, it could be something like you have commitment issues, or it could be that you have a broken leg, or it could be that you have terrible allergies, or it could be that you you're already married, or it could be that you have a jealous ex, right? Like it could be any like it could be, it doesn't have to be internal, it could also be external, but it'll be whatever we choose will be. The question is, what is problematic? Here's the question: what is problematic for your character about going on this date? So that is going to be what our conflict is. We have to sort of figure out. We have to answer that question: what is problematic for our character about going on this date?
Social anxiety.
Oh.
that maybe. That's another self trait. Social anxiety.
Cold Drake, we will tell you how traits become are in the game, become mechanics when we get there. So is social anxiety yours?
It's either social anxiety or health problems.
Ooh. Whatever it is, we're gonna have to call on that to get our rerolls, right? So in this game we get a number.
What do you put health problems? That sounds way more dramatic.
It does sound very dramatic. Trying to get yourself out there versus trying to appease folks. Yeah. Oh, these my parents. So we get a number of dice based on our attraction level. We start off with 1 attraction level, so that's 1 die. That's the max we can get on that. And then we can also get up to 3 more for things that happen, like positive and romantic things that happen on our date. So that's 4 that we can roll. And then we can get re-rolls based on bringing up bad things in our conflict.
And we can make a big, and also we can bring in a complication.
Yeah. So if our conflict comes up during the date, we get 3 extra dice to roll. And if we need to re-roll things, we just have complications happen. And for each complication that happens, we get a re-roll.
Yeah. So, yeah, the conflict's the complication / conflict's the big one. You get 3 for bringing it in, because it's a lot.
Yeah, so we need a good conflict. So yours is going to be health complications. Okay. I'm going to go with... I feel like that's
vague enough that we can do a lot with it, but it's also specific enough that's not too vague.
Yeah, I'm going to go with... always on call.
Ooh.
Right? I think I'll go with always on call. And I actually think we can probably, at this point in time, move us out, zoom in a little bit more, right? Because we don't think we need the...
Yeah.
Because I think as like this online journalist, I think that I'm always getting messages, right?
Yep.
And needing to like do this.
Can you respond to this email? You need to send this thing. Did you submit this?
Did you submit this? But I think I also have to monitor things. Like I think I have to like, besides just reporting, I think to monitor feeds so that I can like do, because I think at this point, especially I'm doing aggregate work and all like AP stuff, right? And I think I also have to, I think I'm always on call, and I think that means like a bunch of different things. So I think these will both be very juicy. And so we've got that, and we do not currently have any compatibilities because we haven't met yet, but we will need them for later because they will be really important for us.
It'll be very important for us.
That is important.
Very important.
So we can now start. We're going to start. We have got 3 dates to go on, and each date is between 4 and 6 turns. I think we should do 4.
Yeah, we can start with 4, and if we need another turn, we can yeet another turn in there.
Yeah. Okay. We have to decide who's going to be, and in each, so the date is 4 to 6 turns, and each turn is a moment in the date. And we have to decide who's going to be the first active player. So you have the active player, and then you have the person who is their guide. So the question becomes, who's going to set the scene and who's going to make the first move?
We gotta flip a coin.
Do we? All right.
We do. We can roll a d2, or we can flip an actual coin.
Or we can flip an actual coin.
Okay.
And I have with me my my Morse code coin.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
All right. That will, like, if you need to decode or encode Morse code, this coin, and you haven't memorized your Morse code, like, for shame, this one will do it for you. And yeah, do you know that the Army finally stopped teaching Morse code in its military intelligence?
What?
A couple of years ago? Because
you could, not great.
Yeah. So they no longer have they're no longer training Morse code operators. All right, so we're gonna have
Just give it another 30 years, and then we'll bring back Morse code, and no one will know what anyone's saying. It'd be great.
All right, so this here is going to be heads, and then this here will be tails.
Okay.
Okay, so tails, and this is how you decode.
Okay.
And heads, which is encoding. All right, heads or tails?
Let's go heads, because I thought that side was pretty.
Okay. It is tails.
Oh.
Which means I'm going to make the first move.
Yeah, it does.
Okay,
Good luck.
Thanks. I start as active player. So it's our first date, and I will set the scene.
Yes.
And describe the locations. Establish the time.
And this is our first meeting.
Yep, and then describe then we'll go through how it goes well. And the guide's role is to award dice. Is based on how this is going. So you get bonus dice for, just so you know, taking positive action or using words that call on either character's traits. Remember, new traits can be added at any time. So if I call on people's traits or take positive action, I can get a die. If the active character, that would be me, does something nice to or for the other character, that's a die. Describing a setting element that contributes to the active character's efforts, so another character, location, or an object. Narrating something going well that the guide, which right now is Lindy, judges to be very true to life, creative or well done, is a die. Or taking suggestion from the guide is also a die, and we can only get a max of 3 for a bonus die. Okay. Setting the scene. We are on a spaceship. A shuttle, a small one, a kind of a junky one, I think. So not particularly fancy. I also think it's one of these ones where like a lot of people, because we're leaving Mara 34, which is one of these, which is a farming planet where he comes from. I don't know why you're there. We'll find out, I suppose. And
There's a lab there that does a bunch of weird technology stuff, don't you know?
Oh, that's a secret lab. That's a secret lab.
Yeah.
And I imagine this is a shuttle where a lot of people will sort of go on it who don't have lots of money. So I think it's kind of maybe a little bit packed. I think it's also not particularly nice. But I also imagine, I actually think that on this shuttle is like a group of, although I suppose I should say wait, because that could be a bonus die. I'll let that be a bonus die.
I'll decide whenever you get bonus dice, or.
But if I don't want to say it during the setting the scene, because what if that's what if I have to
I don't
wait?
think it'll be a problem for you to get 3 bonus dice.
I think that there is a group of young people on spring break. So I feel like there's a group of 5 to 10 booze cruisers on here who are you know what I mean, they just graduated from high school or whatever, and they're taking a shuttle to Nalmirius. Maybe we're going there, perhaps. Let's say we're going to Nalmirius. So they're going to take a shuttle to Nalmirius to party. So I feel like there's some boisterous, loud partying people on this shuttle, and then other people who are commuters, work commuters. So I think it's kind of an interesting mix of that sort of set. I would think of it being a commuter plane. Do you know what I mean? A commuter flight. That's that kind of thing. So we're on one of these shuttles. It's not the nicest, but it's there. I think it's also a little slow. It's not the fastest. Normally and I think it also is probably taking a loop, right? So I think it normally takes. Yes, this shuttle's going on a loop around the different planets. It's not a direct flight, because it's much cheaper, right? So you can So you can take a direct flight. It'll only take a couple of hours to get from Mara 34 to Nalmirius, but this is actually doing a huge loop, so it's actually going to take a day to do the whole loop.
Like an overnight bus.
It's like an overnight bus is what it is. Yeah. We're on the Greyhound.
2 meals served. Yeah.
Yes. This is an overnight shuttle is what this is, because it takes a big huge loop, and establish a time. How much time has it been since the last turn? This is our first turn. Yeah. First turn. I think it is, however, afternoon. I think it's 3 or 4 in the afternoon, is what I think it is. And I think because I think we've just sort of taken off, and we're sort of taking off a little bit later in the afternoon. And I think the location of the very first turn, so the shuttle is the date's location. And I think for the scene itself is that we are in the lounge. There's a bar/lounge on the shuttle. It's not huge. It's actually a little cramped. And there are tables, there's a bar, there's probably a holographic musician playing, yes. Not, and it's maybe a little bit old, right? It's not the most you know, like when you go to a place that's got the jukebox that is like 15 years old, and you're like, why do you have that song? Okay, whatever. So it's like there's like a holographic musician there, and I think that Ramoz is, and it's all the booths are full of these like partiers, right? Like first off, there are not that many booths. So like the kind of the out of the way places are taken. And I think that there is a table that is in the center of the bar lounge area that I think that Zareena is sitting at. So I think that she was there. I don't know what she's doing. Maybe she's working. I don't know what she's doing. But I think that the only other place to sit is at that table. That's what I think.
All
Yeah?
right. Yeah,
Okay.
that works. Yeah.
And I think that I will come in with a computer, like a little sort of like a computing device, because I don't have mods, of course.
Yeah.
Yep. Troopers needs to be glad they're not in the time world of the Expanse, having to strap down. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so I come in with like a kind of like a slim. It's probably on my sleeve. Like I probably have a computer on my sleeve, right? Like a.
You might have like a tablet too.
Yeah, like a tablet, right? I probably
Like Star Trek it up.
Yeah, like I'm thinking like you know, VR goggles with like a tablet that's actually like a hand.
Oh, not like
control
VR
device.
goggles, more like what is the Google?
Yeah, it's like a Google Glass. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
like
I
a
have.
Google Glass, and then
I
yeah.
have- Totally. I have like the Google glasses. So I come in and I've got my Google glasses and like there's clearly sort of tech going down. And I'm
Got,
here
like,
because
this.
it's basically dinner time. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my life right now. That's what I got. Yes. And I'm coming in because it's dinner time, right? And I walk in and I look around for like a place to sit, and it is loud, it's boisterous, it's noisy, everything is chaotic, and the music's also loud, and people are cheering and singing along. There's like maybe some like bad karaoke, and I don't want to do any of that, and I would rather sit in a booth, right? Like I want to sit in one of the booths, but I can't.
Yeah. They're all full.
Yeah. So the only place to sit is where you are, and I actually do need a table, so I can't just stand.
One of those like high top tables too, so your legs dangle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pardon me. I don't mean to bother you, but do you mind if I have this seat? I have to do a little bit of work, and there's nowhere else to sit.
And I think she looks up from what she's doing. She's probably looks like she's filling out like a form or something, but like on a projected thing. Imagine it's like her one of her eyes is glowing, like like a built-in Google Glass, and you can see a faint, maybe kind of like square-shaped glow as to so that people can know where the outline is, on the table. And she kind of like looks up from her inputting buttons on the table, and she looks around, sees in fact that every other single chair in the place is taken, and goes, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, there's a seat here that no one else is sitting in, so.
Thank you. I won't bother you at all, I promise. I sit down, and like I unpack this little, I imagine what I have is like a physical device that's sort of like a tablet that you can actually then do, because it's the future, right? Like I imagine you do sort of like, all the future they do like this kind of a thing, right? Like you do like, I move the screens, but I think that I actually, because I'm not VR, I actually think I need this little base,
like a projector device to
like
actually project the things. Yeah.
And so I'm gonna like sort of put the little tablet down, and I'm gonna sort of like hit a button, and like a little sort of screen sort of comes up, a little projector, and I start sort of moving on it.
And this is like the cheap line.
Yes,
like
it
the
is.
cheap airfare.
Yes,
and so I
it is.
imagine like everyone here at least has some kind of mod.
Yes.
And so she's kind of giving like a bit of a it's enough to distract her from like a no mod guy on this flight.
And I also think probably people probably have kind of gross mods. Like they don't have like smooth and sleek mods. They have like chunky chunky mods, and
So some of those spring breakers probably have some sleek mods.
oh yeah, oh they do,
Oh yeah, yeah,
they
they
do,
do.
yeah they do. Um, and I imagine that like it's very clear that I have VR glasses. I don't have an implant. I've got this. I have to use the pad versus having to be able to just do it like just by itself. Like I think that there's like a lot of things that make it very clear that I'm basically at least not in this very normal way that people are modded, because I think this is like the most, like everybody has like AOL inside their brain, you know what I mean, like everybody has an AOL implant, like why wouldn't you, like
Google.
And there's probably also other things that are
we
very,
can't use
very...
Google because this is Spoogle for space Google.
Spoogle. And there are probably a lot of other things that are like normal sort of implants. And I think you notice
I doubt most people wear glasses. They probably just get their vision corrected.
Exactly. But I also think what ends up happening is that a really bored waiter sort of walks up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the spring breakers, I imagine they're not ordering a lot.
Yes.
They're just hanging out. Like, oh, I'm still working on this cup of coffee from 4 hours ago.
You're like, oh. And I think they come up and they're like, you know, what do you want? And I'm like, oh, what do you have? Do you have do you have like a fruit smoothie? It can be artificial fruit, that's fine. Something with like a protein boost, something like that. And I think they would probably just look at me like,
what kind of flight do you think this is?
That one. Well, I mean, and like clearly there's that sort of like struggle because you can't just order water. Can I get like a mineral water with artificial lime, and do you have like a chicken breast, something like that, like a chicken breast and well, fake chicken breast and like broccoli, something like that, some kind of
some just protein,
yeah,
and a vegetable.
I just would like some protein and a vegetable. I no carbs, and I think this is when the wait staff like notes it, tells me how much it is, and instead of actually using like an embedded sort of like chip that's tied to my credit, like I actually just pull out like a credit wand and wave it over, so it's very clear that I don't have my finances embedded in my body, which I think probably everybody does, right?
Yeah,
you just sort of like beam your finances everywhere. Yeah, you just can like swipe your hand or whatever, right? But I don't actually. I have like a watch. Make it rain virtually. So I think I probably actually sort of have to use a watch to actually sort of put the money across. Yeah.
And I think
beam that over.
Zareena would have like an empty cup next to her, like she's been working on something,
and whatever she wants.
I'll just have what he's having.
On me.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm celebrating, sort of.
Oh, what are you celebrating?
Oh, I sort of have a job off my home planet, so this is my first time on a shuttle.
Congrats.
Thanks.
You haven't gotten shuttle sick or anything?
Maybe.
Okay, good call on the
think I'll be fine.
lunch. Okay, hold on a sec. She reaches into like imagine she's got like a shoulder backpack, but it's on the floor next to her. She has to lean real far because we're in the high top table.
Yeah.
And she'll reach in her pack and pull out a couple packets of things. She's like, mix this, this is like a fruit protein electrolyte thing. Just mix it in your mineral water, it'll help.
Oh, you're pretty health conscious. That's great. Me too.
Yeah, well, it's just good for you, and I also kind of have to be. So.
Why?
I test mods. So they want.
Wow.
They want, people who are capable of doing that.
What's that like?
It's really interesting, actually. Sometimes it's not as great, but usually by the time they reach testing production, like test phase of a production of a new type of mod, it's fairly stable. Um, and so usually there aren't too many side effects, and a lot of times I can analyze something and offer ideas for improvements and give them feedback, and I get to try out a lot of new things that I normally wouldn't get to experience.
So you're like an engineer.
I mean, not really, kind of, I guess. I don't know. It's more like analysis, and it's a lot of paperwork, and she kind of just
Oh
gestures to
yeah,
that little rectangle.
yeah.
Rectangle projection.
I'm a. It's I'm going to the end of the line now, Marius. I don't know how far you're going.
Yeah, actually have to go back to Numenarius to
Oh,
get it removed. It's the end of the test phase, so I'm filling out the
oh.
final reports, and then they're gonna take it out, and then yeah.
Uh, can't that be dangerous?
I mean, if you don't do it correctly, I mean, there's very strict avenues for this kind of research and stuff and
Oh,
things. So, they don't just let anybody do it. There's a lot of vetting to go through, and then afterwards, there's like physical therapy and some,
oh wow.
mental therapy and some tests and stuff just to make sure you're still good. So, it's really, I mean, if you follow the procedures and protocols, it's really, it's fine.
My parents, they're modded. I don't know if they went through therapy for it. I mean, I assume they must have done, but
Yeah,
like
it's usually standard procedure after getting a mod installed.
they were modded, before I was born. So
It
like,
doesn't take too long these days, so.
huh? Well, I mean, they're old though, so
Oh,
they're my parent. Well, not that they're not that old. Uh, anyway, so that sounds really exciting.
you
So
don't
is it?
have any mods?
Oh no, no, I don't. Uh, yeah. Uh, my parents didn't think that would be the path for me. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
I
I
mean,
I didn't have any for a while, and then started getting some. So,
oh, what? Uh, so my parents have mods because they need it. They need it on the farm. So, like they can tell soil sample,
so you're
like,
from Mara.
yeah, yeah. I I
Oh,
I I
nice
am.
planet. There's a lot of good like nature trails and stuff.
Oh my gosh, the nature trails on Mara are amazing. There are some dangerous, sort of slightly murderous creatures there, but they're also a little bit adorable. I
I didn't see
know.
any of those, but I'll take your word for it.
Oh, sorry, I was just going to say something that was sort of forward. I just was going to say that I could show you if you like hiking. I know because I'm from there. I know some amazing places. There are some beautiful. Like there's this like waterfall that's really dense, thick in the jungle. That's amazing. I mean, if you like hiking, that sort of a thing,
Hmm.
it's really good. And I'm pretty good at navigation because I, don't have a built-in GPS like everybody else. So, yeah. I mean, it's just that, you know, um, most people don't care about that sort of a thing. So it's kind of
Yeah,
exciting to meet
well,
somebody who
they're
does.
really useful. I was testing a new mod for, and she'll kind of extend one of her legs, and you'll see that one of them, from the knee down, has been replaced with some kind of, shiny piece of tech. And
Oh, what does that do?
this one is for impact. It's an impact
Oh,
absorption test. So I was doing a lot of running on like
oh,
like the rocky trails and stuff to see.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be primarily used for most likely people who need knee replacements. People whose joints have worn out, who still need to do a lot of walking or moving around. Just testing like the new impact
Uh,
absorptions and things.
yours looks really nice.
Oh, thanks. It's not mine. It's just I got to return
Oh.
it. They got my leg on ice back on Nemilarius.
So your actual leg is on ice and they'll just put it
Yeah.
back on.
Yep.
Wow. That's cool. And no, my parents' mods don't look like yours. Yours look way nicer than theirs.
Yeah. Not all the mods are fantastic to aesthetically. Thankfully, I've been doing it long enough by this point that I can kind of pick and choose a little bit which companies I work for. So,
My parents and actually also my little brother too. They have these mods that like their hands are they're sort of like hands. They're like they're hand-like, but they're sort of like machines, right? And their fingertips have got these like kind of spiky pincers on them, like little teeny tiny ones.
Okay.
We farm this.
I was gonna say that sounds like a farming implement.
Yeah. It's we have these really small, tiny flowers that our farm is like not one of the. It's like actually kind of a smallest farm. They're these little flowers, and the pollen of them is really highly praised and desired over on Osiris, and it's super expensive, but it's really hard. It's really hard to farm those. It's very delicate. If you don't do it just right, then you destroy it, and everything's done. And so like their fingers are just full of spikes. And they don't retract though, so it's just I think they've got like so anyway it's like it's it's a hard life, because they're actually out there in the field itself, like doing all the work all the time. But so
imagine
anyway,
farm work's kind of a lot like factory work. It's very repetitive, day after day kind of thing.
Yeah, but the only other thing is that with it's if you get a bad crop, then you're wiped out for the year.
Yeah, that's true.
And you never know if everything is going to work out, or if it's like feast or famine, I suppose. You have to save a lot and work really hard, or else who knows what will happen. So how do you get into your job? You know what? I'm so sorry. I'm Ramos Cantata. It is nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not great at, I don't, social. Good. Zareena Nix.
It's nice. You seem very social to me.
Well, thanks. I think we just have some things in common. Makes it easier to talk.
Yeah. And I think this is where, like, our
the
protein
waiter,
and vegetable
I was
comes
just thinking that.
It's like that, just like that.
Also, I think you get, like, two bonus die from that, like, combo. And I think we have we have to make a compatibility. We have to get points. Dang it, I was going to say, we have some compatibilities.
But we can see if we can get them in there.
We can see if we can get points.
Yeah. Oh, and I think, so, how many points do we have so far? Because you get to award them.
Yes. So I think for touching on some of our things like,
so we get the one, our one basic.
Yeah, our one basic for the attraction. I think 2 out of 3 bonus die so far.
2 out of 3. What for?
I think specifically for like the health consciousness and the shared love of nature trails and like
Okay.
And taking interest in her mod work.
Could I get the 3rd bonus die for buying you dinner? Because it counts as doing something nice.
That's true. She's not accustomed to it. It kind of made her a bit awkward, which is why she ordered what you were having, because it was healthy too. But yeah, I'll say sure.
All right. Okay. I feel like we have our 4, right?
We have our 4.
So now I feel like if we zoomed out a little bit, then we could pull those dice over, which we have little stars, and so you can see what we got.
Yes.
And we're going with red for compatibility, right?
No, red is conflict.
Oh, red is conflict. Yeah.
Brr.
Yeah. And gray for our rerolls?
No,
gray's for everything else. Wait.
Gray's for gray's for everything else, and then
blue is for attraction.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you got FOA.
Got 4. So I think we should roll it.
Oh yeah, we gotta see how many you get.
Yeah.
Right, so you can roll 4d6.
We're gonna just see what we can do here. Let's. Oh, hey, you know what? I'm gonna turn on my 3D dice. Why didn't I do that?
Oh.
I'm gonna enable my 3D dice because that seems very exciting.
That sounds fancy.
All right. Okay, so in this game, 5s and 6s count as successes.
Oh boy.
So we got no successes right now.
No successes.
None. Okay.
Yeah, dinner came just a bit too soon.
Right? Okay. So we need more dice or some rerolls is what we need.
We need rerolls. We can't get any more bonus dice.
We can get conflict dice.
We
Okay.
can do conflict and rerolls.
So right now
We might need both at this point.
we might need both. We're gonna put all of these as no's because none of these worked, right?
Yep.
So okay, so the dinner shows up, right?
Yep.
And we're eating, we're having our dinner. It's like I hope it's not too plain for you.
Oh no, it's fine. I mean, shuttle food's never great.
No, and I'm not quite certain when this chicken breast was grown because it looks
If
a
it's
little.
chicken, it might be just a protein shape. Yeah.
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 Just don't think about it while you eat it. It's
You know, we actually have actual animals on Mars. Sometimes you can get actual.
yeah. I saw some that didn't look really sickly.
Yeah, it's
Like
mostly.
a couple birds.
Yeah, it's mostly too expensive. But hey, I don't know if you'd be interested, but I was thinking that maybe if because it's so loud here, maybe
Yeah.
maybe after dinner, if you wanted, we could. And I think this is the moment when his goggles flash red.
Uh-huh.
Right,
Oh no.
Yeah, they like there's like a flash. It's like, oh, I was gonna ask you if you wanted to take a. I'm sorry, I have to.
Yeah,
to
no,
take this.
to your call. Whatever.
I'm sorry, I have to.
Just gonna
I have
dig
to-
into this fake broccoli.
Yeah, I will be right back. I have to take this, and I'm not internal, so I have to. It's.
Yeah. No, you should probably answer it before they get. annoyed.
Yeah, I guess I better go. So he's gonna get up and he's gonna sort of leave because he's always on call, and I think one of the spring breakers is gonna go and sit at the table
Oh no.
while I'm gone because I feel like this is a complication that's gonna make it
Yeah.
miserable that would justify 3 extra dice, right? I feel like
Uh-huh. Oh, I see
Gross
there's an
dude.
empty seat. Yeah.
you're like, oh, hey, you know, like your mods. You like just like.
And
just comes
imagine like
sits right down in there.
and scoots the stool over so that he's
Yeah.
closer, not directly across.
Yeah, and then starts eating Ramos's food.
Oh no!
Yes.
See, your
yes,
dinner date left you. Man, you shouldn't have to eat dinner alone.
Yes. Yeah.
This is really plain, don't you think?
Oh my god. And he's gonna order like sauce, like some kind of like
Oh,
really like
And not like an appropriate sauce.
no like
Like mayonnaise or something.
yeah, like some kind of mayonnaise-based sauce. He's gonna get like tartar sauce or something to just put on the chicken. Yeah, and like and also fake cheese. It's gonna be some kind of like weird
Oh no!
mayonnaise
It's gonna
cheesy
be
thing.
like gross, like a cheese
Yes.
sauce, and it comes like
Yeah.
out of the can. It's like cheese whiz.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna be some kind of gross cheese whiz. He's gonna like put it all over the food, and he's gonna look at you. He's like, "Hey, let me fix up your food." And he's just like, put it on
no.
yours.
Oh, God.
Trust me, it tastes way better this way. So, when did you graduate?
graduate?
Yeah, I mean, spring break, right?
No,
What school do you go to?
no.
I actually graduated from one of the top schools. I studied philosophy.
That's nice.
Yeah, philosophy is like one of the hardest things to study.
Shaking the packet, getting ready to add it to her mineral water.
Yeah, but one of the things about philosophy, I think you probably don't know this, but when you study philosophy, like people, you know what I mean? You know people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know how they tick. You know how they work. You know how to attract them. You would look really attractive if your mods were a little bit cleaner. But like I think you're really attractive for like a person whose mods are just a little bit out of date, like just a little bit out of fashion.
I'll be
Yeah.
sure to let the company know.
Yeah, a lot of women chase me all the time, and it's so tiresome. Like, I'm so glad that you are not, chasing me right now. By the way, I just can't sit at your table too long. I'm gonna have to go. I've got,
Yeah.
things
It's
over
okay.
there pretty soon.
I have to fill out this report, and now I can add anesthetic to the report for the mod company that I'm testing for.
Yeah. So, but since I'm gonna have to go pretty soon, you want to give me your number? Just so
No.
you know. But what? I mean, I feel like, I feel like you really do.
No, I really don't.
And this is when I think Ramos is gonna come back after having done all this stuff, and he just sort of walks up and he sees you two.
Uh-huh.
And he sees like Chet.
Jeez whiz.
Eating his food, and I don't think he knows what to do.
That's
I
fair.
think he kind of just stands there like, and I think he just looks at you because I don't think he knows what's happening. Right?
I
Like,
think she looks at you like help, but she's very like composed, and so it doesn't come across as help. Maybe it's just like like a deer in the headlights.
Let me ask if this is enough for the conflict dice to come into play.
Oh, I feel like this is totally conflict.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then let me roll those. Let me roll that conflict.
Well, you want to get some rerolls first because
this-
conflict dice you rolled Oh no, you roll it after you
roll
resolve
them
the
anytime.
conflict. Yep, that's right.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll
those
these 3d6. Okay, give me something. Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh gosh.
Okay. This is bad.
This is really bad.
Well, get our three conflict dice. Okay, well, our date is going very poorly. So
It
at
is.
this point in time, we are talking about what we do at this moment. We made our attraction roll. We had no dice for our first turn. I had the big conflict, see if we can get some more dice, and they also did not go well. So what we
not
can
a
do
single
now,
5 or a 6 in
Yep.
7 dice.
Yeah. So what we can do now is
you can bring
complications.
do some rerolls for complications.
Rerolls for complications. We currently have no compatibility, so we can't roll for that. So I get to describe ways in which this date is going to go poorly, and for each way that I do,
disadvantage in the scene. Yeah.
Disadvantage in the scene, we can get a reroll, and we're going to need some rerolls because we're going to need. I mean, I want 4, right? That's
Yep. Yeah, you can get up to 4.
No, we can. Because we can't reroll.
Because you can't reroll conflict dice.
Okay, well, and we need 3 or 4 successes to be able to raise attraction or get a compatibility. So I think what's going to happen is that Chet is going to put his arm around you.
Of course, his name is Chet.
Yeah, Chet is going to put his arm around you, and
just a visible slight cringe.
Yeah, and I think
she's thinking to herself, why didn't I decide to test the taser mod this month?
And I think Ramos is going to, because he is empathetic, I think he's going to sort of pick up that you are feeling uncomfortable, and he's going to sort of step up and goes, "Hey, this is my chair. I was sitting here," and Chet's gonna be like, "Not anymore."
Dick.
And Chet is gonna like kind of stand up because Chet has read all the pickup game rules for pickup artist rules.
And you're told before I really shut him down. So yeah.
Yeah. And I think he's gonna sort of get up and like step into my face and be like, "You're not sitting here anymore, and the lady's with me." And I think because I'm conflict avoidant, I am going to back down.
Oh no! Yeah. That's a reroll right there. Just that's. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That doesn't make you look good.
That doesn't make me look good at all. I think I'll be like, hey, I don't want any trouble or anything. It's just, you get to be Chet now. I don't want to.
Hold on, I need some Chet glasses. So
you need Chet glasses. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh hey Chet. I don't mean to. I don't want to. And actually, I think Chet is kind of in some ways where it will remind me years later of Sleaze, but right, like there's a way in which I think.
At least Sleaze listens though.
At least yes. I don't want to cause any trouble, but
Then why are you still here?
Because look, it's maybe.
He takes a big bite of the chicken with the cheese whiz on it.
Hey, look. Why don't you just keep my dinner, and just you could just take it back to,
Why don't you take your dinner and just take it back somewhere? Your room, I don't know. Because the lady's obviously with me. I was just about to get her number.
Oh, right. Okay.
And Zareena's in the background going.
Hey, look, I don't want to have any trouble or anything, but look, it's real easy. I'm sure you're right. If you can tell me her name, then clearly she's with you, and I'll go.
Hey, chick, what's your name?
Oh.
And she's just like, no.
Yeah. So
her name's No. Oh, you were trying to introduce yourself earlier. That makes so much more sense. Yeah.
Look, I just think you could like talk to her later.
And she's like, yeah, when I'm much more available to talk to when there's not jerks around. And he's like, all right, that's fair. Not realizing that he's the jerk that's being implied. And he's like, all right, you know what? I'll catch with you later.
Second complication.
Yes.
I think he decides that I'm the jerk and decides to get super aggro and like physical with me.
Oh.
I think that's the second complication. That
yeah,
like
you're
there's
right.
gonna be a
we
bar
should get
fight.
this guy out of here. And he's just gonna take what's little is left of your dinner, the broccoli, and goes, why don't you just take this back to your room? And he hands you the plate, but he puts it right on your shirt.
And it was like my best shirt because I'm going for a job interview. So which I feel like is a third complication because now I'm going to have job problems.
Yeah.
As like this cheesy grossness is all over my one really good shirt. And
it's not just cheese. It's cheese with like those like red spicy bits. And so it's like red smears too because it's been sitting out for a little bit and melty. Yeah.
And I gesture to the waiter to take care of this.
And the waiter at this point is like, is like, security, we have a problem here. I think it's the guy with not cheese on his shirt.
And I think the last complication is that when the security comes, they take us both.
Yes.
Because because they need both of us to have a discussion. Which I feel like is 4 rerolls.
I feel like that's 4 rerolls. Yeah. Come on.
Gosh. Okay. Is it? I'm the one who has to roll this, right?
Yeah, you do have to roll this. Yes.
Okay. Well, 46. Give me something. 2.
Okay. 2.
Okay, we got 2.
That's nothing.
That's nothing.
But you need 3 for an attraction level.
Oh gosh.
That's it. First round. That's it.
Can we do anything with those?
I don't think we can.
Well.
Because it's after each round, it doesn't stack into the next one.
Yeah.
Or turns per turn.
Do we get any kind of like? Do we get any? Like,
no. We don't. No.
Oh gosh.
We're just boned.
We're boned. I think we're boned. Okay. So we do not increase our attraction in any way, nor do we get a compatibility from that terrible date.
Okay.
Just how that went. It was real bad.
So now we reset.
Yep, we reset. I'll take care of that. Will you describe our? You're the active player.
Yeah. So we swap now. I'm the active player, and Trooper is now the guide. Worst first section of a first date ever. So I think this is after dinner for a while. And
it was like a super early dinner. It was like 5 or 6. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was
like maybe even like 4.
Dinner. Yeah,
like 4 p.m.
Because you have to eat every 3 hours. So
yeah, it's the best way to do it. So it's a few hours later. Like the security incident report's been filled out. Chad has not been banned from the, the line, but, you two have been advised not to cause trouble again, in this manner. Yeah, and, I think you've gotten out of, like, the security office by this point, and you're just about to go into your room to clean your shirt.
Yeah.
Or to get a new shirt and see what you can do about this one. When, excuse me. When Zareena, like, catches a glance of you down the hall and is like, oh, Mr. Cantata?
Oh!
Yeah.
Hi, Ms. Nix. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that guy. What a jerk, huh?
Yeah, that was, yeah. Let's not talk about that.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Are you okay? He, aside from the cheese on your shirt?
I'm a little bit in trouble.
Okay. Well, oh yeah, you never answered that call, did you?
No, I missed the call, so that wasn't great. But I did record the confrontation, and I was able to play back the glasses. So I was able to play back the footage.
Smart move.
So I'm not banned or anything on the shuttle or confined to quarters. Okay. I can still.
You left your. And she pulls into that shoulder bag again. You left your things on the table. So, and I know you got to miss dinner, but I do have a protein bar.
I love protein bars. That's amazing.
They're so useful. And they're low carb, just high protein, nutrient dense. Yeah. Oh, okay, you already had a protein bar.
No, this is yours. This is the one you gave me.
Okay. Here.
We did it through
Pass it off.
There. Oh, thanks. Hey, I'm in a bit of trouble. This is my only good shirt, and I've got a job interview.
Okay. My grandmother taught me some laundry tricks. Because, when you work in a factory, you gotta know how to take stains out of uniforms and things. So I could try a few of them.
Sure.
Show you a couple of them if you want.
Okay.
You will need another shirt, though, probably.
Right. He's gonna just take off his shirt and give you abs for days in the middle of the hallway. is what he's gonna do. Right. He takes off his bow tie. He takes off his shirt, abs for days. Hands you the shirt. I should. I'm
not the one awarding points here. It would have been like, point!
So first off, we get the standard point for attraction. That does happen.
Yes.
We'll put that over to you. You get a shirt for doing something nice to me, which is giving me my stuff back.
And a protein bar.
But I think the protein bar actually is about one of your traits. That's sort of invoking one of the traits coming in.
Yeah.
So I think you get the trait for the health positive, which puts you currently at 3.
Oh, good.
Let me put on something more casual, and I'll be right back. And I sort of go into my quarters, which is like quite cramped, and it's got. You can see a pair of weights is what I would like to ask you as your guide. Would you be cool with the element of like some like a set of like dumbbells or something in there as well?
Yeah, that makes sense. I imagine you'd travel with a small set, or maybe like I imagine dumbbells in the future like they collapse to just a ball. You can they telescope out for the
Yeah.
And they're probably like a lightweight one, like 10 pounds, so that we can do low weight, high rep. Yeah.
So I come back in with like a t-shirt, like it's actually not particularly fancy. It's sort of like a t-shirt. So I suppose I should come with you because I.
Yeah. Yes. Starts walking.
I follow. So you worked in a factory, huh?
Yeah, I'm from Vade 46, so it's a
wow.
factory planet, I guess you could say.
What did you make?
Oh, all sorts of things. I was working in a canister processing facility for a long time. CO2, helium, just all sorts of things in like those compact canisters. There was, things are fine like oxygen and that. And then there was also some, the hazardous. When I got a little older, I started working with the more hazardous materials and stuff. And then there was an accident at the factory, and that's when I started getting into mod work.
Oh, what happened?
There was a pipe that burst. And it was one of those, she'll name like a fantasy sci-fi, I guess, like Quell 67. And, it doesn't have any odor, so you don't really notice it until it's, but it's really bad if you breathe it for more than a couple minutes. Yeah.
So did they shut down the factory?
They shut down that wing of the factory after people started dropping because no one realized.
Oh. Wow.
So, yeah, and she'll, this is medical, and she'll tap the side of her mask.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was actually an experimental piece at the time, but it worked. So that's what got my curiosity into mod testing.
Oh, wow. Wow, I'm glad you survived. That's pretty scary.
Yeah, I wasn't as keen on factory work after that.
Oh, yeah.
And my grandparents work, and well, my grandmother works. She works in it's a textile factory, and Granddad works in like machine parts. So but they're retiring soon, so that's
that's cool. Good. What about your parents?
Oh, when I was really little, there was a explosion at their factory, and they didn't make it. So
I'm really sorry.
That's okay. I don't even remember them, honestly. I was very small.
Wow. My parents are great. They're
farmers, right?
Yeah.
Here's my room, and she I think she does a little swipe. It's probably got like a programmed thing, and then she just and then it opens up.
So
it's very neat. There's like one bag. It's very minimalistic, and it's chilly in here. The atmosphere controls are like 6 degrees lower than the rest of the shuttle.
Should I stand outside or?
Oh no, you can come in. It's fine. It just goes over to the sink.
Great. I'll. And he comes in, but he doesn't actually come all the way in. Like he steps in and then like steps and kind of leans against the wall, like the wall where the door is. So there's like distance, and he. It's nice. It's a nice place.
I mean, it's just with a standard cabin.
It's kind of cold.
Oh yeah, you could turn the thermostat up a couple degrees if you want. Vade is it's an ice planet. I'm just used to it being a little colder.
Right. He turns it up 2 degrees, figuring that might be.
Yeah. Like, it won't suffer as much.
This won't suffer as much. Let me see. I'm trying to
It's
get
like up to 60 now. It was like 58.
So this does. This element does not yet contribute to your characters, to your efforts in wooing me. So that's not a bonus die yet.
And she'll pull out the like little packets and stuff, and start like shaking some powders onto the stain, and filling the sink with cold water.
What are you doing?
This is sodium bicarbonate, and because it's cheese sauce, so dairy is more of an acid than a base, even though you might think it's the other way around. It's even fake dairy is typically a little bit more acidic.
I'm not even quite sure there's any dairy in there at all.
Yeah, but the substitutes often are also a bit more on the acidic side to get that the consistency. Oh, sorry, my bad.
No,
more packet.
No, I was just making fun of the fact that this food is bad.
It's not great. It was worse with the cheese sauce. Be glad you didn't eat that.
No, I would just I try to keep my body in check, and that would
it's
be
important.
Terrible. Yeah, it is. I mean,
I don't think she had workout weights, but I think there's like a yoga mat in there.
Yes. Yep. And I feel like that will give you the last.
Like you didn't see it because it was like rolled up and tucked under the bunk a little bit. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna give that to you.
And she starts, and she lights, like it's like bubbling up in the thing. She's, Just,
I don't want you to have to do it all by yourself.
it's not some trouble. It's really easy, actually. And then it just gets dunked in the cold water here in a sec. Just wait for it to stop fizzling.
And the t-shirt you can see is actually a little bit stained and a little like it's nice, but it's clearly a little faded, right?
It's a well-loved t-shirt.
It's a well-loved t-shirt. All right, go ahead. You can make your roll, and I hope you roll better than I do.
Oh gosh, okay.
Yeah.
Roll
Yeah.
4d6. Come on.
And we can also create new traits on the fly.
Yeah. I got a success. I got 1.
Okay. You got 1 success.
I did.
Okay.
So we can X out 3, and I can try for some rerolls.
It's up to you if you want that conflict.
Yeah. We'll see when the conflict comes in. I'm thinking about. I was hoping to get more than 1 success, but one's better
than what I was rolling.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're rolling real bad.
But now you better talk about how things go poorly if you want some rerolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. How does our date go badly?
How does it go badly?
I'm gonna have to use that option to describe how the date goes well to get a bonus die, because you could do that too, and I'm gonna have to do that one. Right. Yeah.
We already got the bonus die. That was it.
I know.
The day was going so well with stain removal and chatty conversation, and then it just goes.
Like, I think like I would move a little bit closer so like I can watch what you're doing. Right. Yeah. So if you want some rerolls or conflict, this is all new, friend.
I think you watch. You get a little closer to watch, and then it's. Okay, this is bad. This is real bad.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
All right. So she's like, it like fizzles down. She's like, okay, great, and she puts it in the cold water, and it immediately starts like bubbling, like a bad chemistry reaction. She's like, what the and pulls it out, and there's a hole in your shirt.
Oh no.
And she's like, this was not supposed to happen. And she goes and looks at the packet, and she's, I grabbed the wrong packet. I am so sorry. It says like sodium chloride something or other.
It was like maybe some kind of like it was tech stuff, not cleaning stuff, right?
Yeah, because they're in this. Oh, they almost look identical. I thought I saw sodium, and I'm so sorry. I don't think I can fix that. One moment. Just see her swiping in the air a little bit. Okay.
In chat, so you know the menu of options for rerolls are taking actions or using words related to a trait that puts your character at a disadvantage. You can also add new traits at any time. Narrating how a setting element has tripped up your character, made them look bad. Narrating something going wrong that the guide judges to be very true to life, creative or well done, or taking a suggestion from the guide for what goes awry.
Yep. There's a hole in your shirt now.
Yeah.
But there's no stain. She's like, okay.
That's fine.
I will order you a new shirt. That is totally my bad.
No.
She looks at the tag. It's like, size this. Okay. How long before your interview once you get to Osiris?
Not long.
Okay.
Not long. Can I suggest a complication? That his size is out, that you can't actually get it. That like there's basically there's no way you can actually get it to him in time.
You just hear a tiny. Oh no.
What is it?
I'm gonna check another store. If they're just out at that one, it's fine. I'm just gonna.
Okay. My parents they saved up all their money for the shirt. We don't have a lot of money, and I am
so sorry. That store is sold out too. Okay, you have a very specific size.
It's the shoulder arm thing.
I figured it was.
It's like my proportions are weird.
Slight color embarrassment and just. Okay.
It's not a big deal. I can cut the shirt and just wear it as like a half shirt over one of my
Do you have high-waisted pants?
Not that high-waisted, but
Crop top interview shirt.
I'm gonna come in with a crop top, quasi like polo shirt. I'm sure it'll. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I gotta try for at least 3 rerolls. I gotta get one more. I think at this point, there's like a shudder in the ship, and we kind of do that stumble into each other a bit thing.
Yeah. What was that?
I don't know.
I am not hearing engines.
Goes over to the comm on the wall. Boop. Room service. What was that? And then there's an overhead announcement saying that the shuttle, the left engine is out, and that we will be delayed by several hours.
Oh.
And that
Okay.
all non-essential electronics are going to be turned off for maintenance. And I think she's like, oh, okay, well, if that's the case, I should probably change this out. And she pulls a thing off from her mask and swaps it with, like, a battery pack that was charging. Like, swaps it in. But she doesn't realize...
Wait. Let's just see if we get
Okay.
enough for there. Like, maybe we don't need the complication yet. Maybe we don't need it. Maybe you'll just roll really well.
I hope so.
Like,
I hope
like
we don't
you
need
roll
it.
better
It
than I
might
do.
play into a complication in a later scene, though. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
roll.
let's hope that you'll just get all successes.
6. All
5
successes.
and 6s.
All
Yeah, I'm here for you.
successes. 1 success.
1 success. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for that complication.
Yeah, you are. That's not great. Okay. Oh, I might miss my job interview. If we're going to... I told my parents I already had the job. That's the only way they would let me off the planet.
Okay, well, I can see if I can maybe... I am pretty good with tech. Let me go see if I can assist with the engine stuff.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'll come with you.
Okay, yeah.
Sure.
And I think we go to,
Do you want
like...
your complication to happen in this scene?
I think it's gonna be like a little, like, we go through engineering, and they're like, okay, well, we can't really let civilians. And I show them, like, well, I'm a mod tester. And like, okay, well, you can go work on this access panel down here. And when I open it up, something sparks and it shorts out the battery. And she's like, oh, this is bad. Oh, this is really bad. But I think what she did got it working. But the complication is her mask is now like the battery drain.
Wait, what's bad? What's bad?
But the good news is, and we hear the ship's engines like go back on. So bad news. The battery had shorted out. I need my backup. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, I had less juice than I thought. Okay. And
Did you
she's
pass out?
I think she starts like doing that wheezing, like an asthma attack kind of thing almost.
I feel like you should roll that complication. I feel like you get those 3 complication dice without any kind of question.
Yeah, and then I
Like,
think
you get those.
she, like, once she gets to the floor, like if you try to help her back up, it's too fast and she gets dizzy and then
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll it. Give us. We just
on,
need
come
1
on.
to 2 successes here. Come on.
Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to know. I would like to end the scene here and pick up the next turn.
Yeah.
Right at this moment.
Right at this exact moment?
Yes. That's what
Okay,
I would like
sure.
To do.
Yeah. And I think so we end the turn here.
So
We
it
have
costs 3
4.
successes for an attraction.
But you get
or
2
4
die each for
for compatibility.
compatibility. So I feel like we should get a compatibility for more dice.
but you also get more dice for an attraction as well.
You get 1 more dice for an attraction. You get 2 dice per compatibility.
Possibility, right? So, yeah. Okay, so
we get 1 more dice with an attraction. We get 2 more dice with a compatibility. So we should go for the compatibility because we have 4, and they don't roll over. So
yes. Okay. Right. Yes.
Because that gives us more chances for attractions and compatibilities. So
yes, I think they said that like building up your attractions gets you like short term fast. But okay. So what is our compatibility? I think
our compatibility is health nut. I think that's a good way to describe it.
Yes. I will put that in our compatibility. Oh my gosh. Okay. Health nut. That is our that's one of our compatibilities.
I was so nervous to roll those last dice.
I know. I'm so nervous too. Okay, turn 3.
I thought we'd get something from the first turn. Okay.
I know. I think we should probably only do 4 turns and then finish this at another time, right? Okay, so for turn 3, I will say what the scene is going to be in your room.
Okay.
I have picked you up, right, and I've just carried you back to your room. And I saw how you got into your room, and since you're
you're just like wave my hand.
Right. And so I think there will be no time between the last turn and this one, and I will
maybe like the 5 minutes to run down the hallway.
Yeah, the 5 minutes run down the hallway.
Yeah.
And we're in your room. I have put you on your bunk, and I think we'll pick up right there. And I think I'm going to make a trait for myself. And the trait that I am going to make, dear guide, is that it's a self, and it is my brother's asthmatic.
Ooh, Rico.
Yeah, I have an asthmatic brother, and so when I get you there, because I have an asthmatic brother, I actually am acquainted with how to deal with this. Like with these sort of, or I'm going to say like maybe like asthmatic / allergic, right? So I'm sort of acquainted with this, and I go searching through your bags to find, and I figured, okay, you're going to have treatment. You're going to have like an injector, and it's going to be somewhere near you, somewhere that's going to be on your person. And so I figure I'm gonna pat you down. It's a little awkward, right? But I'm gonna pat you down because I figure you've probably got your injector on you. And I also noticed where you had pulled your battery out of. So I go there first.
The chargers, yeah.
You swapped the charger, so I'm going to go there first, and I will sort of search through there, and I'm going to say I think that I find your treatment, and because I've done this before, I'm able to inject you to keep you up, and I'm going to then swap out the other battery because it did have charge on it before, so I'm going to sort of swap that back out. So I'm going to sort of use that because my degree is a little bit of a tech degree, and so like sort of swap you back out to sort of hope you, and then I'm going to just like sort of wait, holding your hand, like, and just give it a squeeze and monitor you to see if you come to.
Yeah, I think she comes to. Probably there's like a big gasp as soon as like the little jolt is given, and then she kind of like comes more to afterwards. Like, hey. Hi.
You're back.
Did I black out?
You did. I think that was my fault. I stood you up too fast. Sorry.
Oh, okay. And she like feels and then sees like I imagine it's probably smoking ever so slightly, the zapped battery. It's like, thank you.
Yeah. I used your injector. You might want to get a new one. If you have a spare, you probably have a couple spares.
I do. Yeah. Thank you. I wasn't expecting anything like that to happen on this trip.
No.
Yeah, and I think you get just a bonus die for being gentlemanly and the hero of the scene.
Thank you.
Uh,
Do I get one for invoking my trait as well?
Oh yes, of course. Let's
Thank you.
bring you
So I
those
should
two.
have 3.
Yeah. You.
Um.
You.
You're all right, right?
Yeah. And she kind of like rifles through the bag a bit and pulls out a cord. Like, I'm down to 1 battery now, but that's fine. And she plugs one into the wall and she just plugs the other one into the side. I just have to sit around and charge up now instead of swapping out. But I'll get a new one when we get to Nelmerius. It's not an issue.
How about this? If you have to sit here plugged into the wall for a bit, I'll sit with you.
Yeah, he's like, that's probably a good idea too, just in case anything else.
Oh, I
crops
was
up.
just thinking because I like your company, but also I wanted to make sure you're okay. But I mean, you saved the ship and everything, and
I did not. I just fixed an access panel. They would have fixed it. I just fixed it faster.
yeah, because it's pretty brilliant.
It's simple stuff. Just they overloaded one of the capacitors and you're supposed to put them in every other slot, not right next to each other. Sorry, it's probably really boring.
No, it's not boring at all. I actually I had to learn technology myself. I mean, not like you, but for journalism, I have to edit and
Right, you're going to journalism.
Yeah.
Any particular field?
Well, depends on who you ask, I suppose.
Well, I'm asking you.
Oh. Wow. Okay. You're asking me. Well. No one's actually asked me what I wanted. Wow.
What?
No, my parents told me what kind of journalism I was going to go into. Yeah, they said I should get into society.
Yeah, typical stuff in the news. Yeah.
No, more like high society.
The fancy news stuff.
Yeah, like business and things will get me into parties with rich people, the supremacy and all that kind of a thing. Like fashion, entertainment, that kind of a thing. They said like interviewing famous people.
Like the ETV kind of.
Yeah. That's what they wanted. And that's so. The place where I'm going on Nelmerius, they say that they're an entertainment journal, an entertainment space. They do like streaming. It's sort of
it was like something... ENN, the Entertainment News Network.
No, that wasn't the name of it. It was something else. But anyway, I would like to do news. I mean, if I had a choice, I would do news. But
why don't you have a choice? You can just go into whatever journalism you want.
The thing is, I think you have to be loyal, to people and
like work your way up.
No, I mean
to your parents.
Right.
That's okay. Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
When you care about somebody and somebody sacrifices for you, you have to sacrifice back, and you have to
to an extent, but
I suppose
maybe you'll start in the entertainment and then work your way up, because don't those places have like transfers to other departments stuff?
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so.
I don't know how it works, but I would assume most companies work that way.
Yeah.
Or you can get referral or something.
Hey, thank you for asking me what I wanted. That's really supportive of you. That's nice.
I mean, yeah. People should ask you what you want.
I'm gonna roll to see if we get
Go
some.
roll.
Maybe,
You roll
let me
it.
make our attraction roll right now and see how that goes. How that
Okay.
goes. All
Yep.
right, all right, all right, right, all right. As we sit in your room with sort of like, I imagine slightly dim lighting.
Yep.
One.
One. Yeah, we're
Okay.
rolling so many 4s.
What's up with those 4s, people?
I don't know.
I'm not into it. I'm not into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like almost, but not quite.
I've got a complication. For
Oh,
you.
okay. Okay.
Like, the company that I'm going to apply for, they scouted me. They saw me at I just spent the last year working on Mara 34 in local news, and I got this call from like a talent scout, sort of like a entertainment sort of news person over there on Nalmerius. It's a company I never heard of. It's called something like it's a weird name. It's like it was like an acronym. It was something like something enterprises, like FN Enterprises, I think. Wait, FNN Enterprises, I think is what it was called. I think they do some kind of like entertainment movie news, I think.
Okay.
But I think that that FNN Entertainment stands for like Fleshy Night News Entertainment. And
Oh,
it's like
no.
vaguely porny, but he has no idea
Oh.
that it's that the job that he's clearly sort of invested quite a lot into to sort of get off the planet and start his career is probably actually kind of a weirdly fly-by-night porny space, and they're probably not hiring him for journalism, but he has no idea is what I would say.
Oh, I think you see like.
But like you know stuff like you
Yeah,
you're
like
in the
a
world,
shift.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, lots of recovery time. Let me just scroll through the news. Oh, that's interesting.
It's like I think it's like porn news is what I think it is. It's like
it's the salacious news channel. Like
I think also their anchors are like naked. You know what I mean? Like I think it's like it's like all like shirtless, oiled up news and like that kind of thing. I think that's what it is. And it's all salacious, like super TMZ, salaciously terrible. Because it's Nalmerius, and Nalmerius is a little bit.
Yeah, that's a fair reroll right there. That's a.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I know what I do. I cross those out.
Yeah.
But one I actually keep uncrossed. Yeah, I got that one. Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so FNN Enterprises, I think.
Have you watched their news channel before?
No, I haven't. I've been pretty busy. I meant to do it while we were on the flight to sort of figure out interview, but I graduated from a journalist tech school, and they gave us a lot of interview techniques, and I feel like I can rock the interview. I mean, I'm pretty personable. Like I feel like I most of the time.
I have an idea for another complication.
I'm ready for it.
Because it would just be incredibly awkward. I think she'd be like, I think you need to see what some of their news channel is about. And I think she pulls up a clip on like ViewTube.
Oh no.
And
they
so they're sitting there like next to each other watching this clip.
Yeah, and it's like not hot. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like
no.
It's super not hot. It's I totally accept that.
But Sleaze would find it really hot.
He would.
He loves it's his favorite news channel. It's where he gets all his news.
Yes. it's like the sleazy news. It's the worst. And I look at this and my face falls.
I'm gonna give you that one right now because that's or you already did, yeah.
Yeah, I did. And I think here's gonna be my last complication for you. I would like to invoke my imposter syndrome.
Oh.
Is what I would like to do. And I look at this and I realize, and I'm like, oh, that's why they invited me to interview. It wasn't for my journalism skills at all.
I mean, I'm sure they took it into account.
You know, I'm gonna go.
Maybe it's not terrible if you missed that interview.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm sorry. And like, it's just like
Don't
he
forget
gets
your
up.
shirt. She hands you this crop top.
Oh no!
Polo business shirt.
I'm like, well, I suppose I could wear this after all.
Yeah.
And
It's
Can
looking
I-
on the bright side. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
okay.
yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna
You reroll those rerolls.
reroll. Give me a reroll, my friend. Give me some successes. Give it to me. No.
Oh, no! You
Oh,
won!
no.
One
Okay.
success.
Okay.
Is
Do
this
I
when
get
they
the-
call you back?
Do I get the complication?
You can totally make a conflict.
If I get a conflict, then I can get 3 more dice, which might get us.
Uh-huh.
And
You missed that first call.
Okay. Here's what I think the call comes back, and hey, Lord Arctic Frost. I think the call comes in, and okay, this is it. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
The call comes in, but it comes up on hollow, right?
Yes. Yes.
Because
And,
I don't
like, you hit
have-
the wrong button because you're like,
Yeah.
you're so
Right.
dejected.
I am,
Comes up on hollow.
and I think it's the person that I'm going to be interviewing with.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a woman who's like blonde
Oh, yeah.
and a little fake and
Yeah.
might remind you of my colleague later in the future, but it's not the same
Yes.
person. And I think that she doesn't see you because of the way
Mhm.
that's sort of angled. She doesn't see you just kind of like out of the field of vision. And I think that what she does is this full patter of like, we're so excited to see you, or we really like this whole like sort of like trying to sort of like
Yeah.
pump him up, but for the ask, which is they want him to they need him to take photographs and like video of himself so they can like get him some clothes and get him some stuff because they have like a uniform and all this sort of stuff like and just to make sure you're compatible. Yeah, and so they want him to like they want him to do some shirtless stuff and it's like super demeaning. And
Zareena has secondhand embarrassment for you at this
and
moment
it's like
in time.
super embarrassing. And I think the most embarrassing, terrible part about it is that he just sort of like nods and says, okay. Like,
But I think like because he's got that people pleaser, he's probably like, yeah,
It's-
no, I'll send you
sure.
those
And
measurements
like you
over
can see,
right.
yeah. And like you see him turn it on, being like, yeah, of course. I mean, anything. Like, you know, I am a team player, and you know, and like it's this sort of like this moment where he goes from like being like super like not in a good space to like, no, it's great. Like, you know, I'm always ready to do whatever it takes to like to be part of the team. Like this whole like thing, and it looks bad. You know what I mean? Like I just think it looks.
Especially like you were like so genuine, like which one's the real him?
Yeah. Which makes you like, okay, well, hold on a second, right?
Hold on, wait a second. This is different.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
gonna
fair.
reroll those.
That's a good complication.
That's a good complication, and it's bad. Okay.
Come on.
All
3
right.
dice.
I'm gonna roll.
Three dice. Come
It's
on.
just I can't see.
You got 2 successes.
That's
We can
2.
do an attraction level. We have an attraction level. Okay.
Okay.
We got
Alright.
it. We have an attraction level.
Okay. Now the attraction we don't get the good one yet. We only get the partial.
Just one. Yeah.
No, we have
Yeah.
to use the X, not the box.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'll
Yeah,
put that
we-
box there because hopefully we
Yeah,
get to keep it.
because we don't necessarily get to keep that unless we
Mm-hmm.
dial it in. Okay.
Okay. So,
So
this is I think that's where we're at.
no. We have to. It has to
okay,
end up
okay.
sort of decently, right? Because we got it. We got it, right?
Yeah. Okay, we got it. Yeah. So it's like
Right.
um.
So So
like she's just looking at you, like secondhand embarrassment, but not sure what to say as soon as the hollow ends. And it's set up so like when the hollow ends, you see Zareena's face instead of the woman's face.
Yeah.
That's the camera
he's
angle.
like, well, apparently I have to do a shirtless headshot thing in hologram.
Like when you get there, or
Now.
oh, okay.
Hey, this is awkward for me to do this. Would you take the photos for me?
I mean, yes. I can do that. I'm just gonna put your shirt over here to dry. Puts the crop top interview shirt. I'm like the equivalent of like the space radiator.
Yeah. How about if I wear the shirt?
You said I had to be shirtless, but
we'll
take some. It's a good start. Just we'll start with that, and then we'll just send them all of them. Maybe they won't choose the shirtless one. Maybe they'll think the crop top's the right thing. Yeah.
All right. Hey, thanks. This is awkward and
it's been through more awkward. It's not the most awkward. I mean, that guy earlier was way worse.
Yeah.
And I think she's a little pink in the cheeks, like taking these hollow photos.
And he, I think he flexes sexy, right? I think he's got a good, smolder. He's got a good smolder. And I think that will be the end of that turn, which leads to, I think, our last turn.
Yes. Which I think will be maybe like getting ready to disembark.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Set up the scene.
Okay, so
get ready.
Pictures have been taken. The shirt's been dried. Everything's packed back up. She's full charge. The ship is gonna make it into port, but it's gonna make it into port.
We get 2 dice for our attraction, by the way.
That's right, we do.
We get 2 dice.
Oh, that's so nice. Okay.
Gonna note it.
Yeah.
We didn't call our compatibilities, but I think we can only do that once per turn.
Once per turn. Yeah, we could have pulled it in that turn, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Maybe I'll pull it into this turn. Maybe instead of having a conflict, we can have a compatibility.
Maybe. Is it option that copies?
I just Control C, Control V.
Oh, I see. That's fine.
Boop.
Thank you.
Okay. So but the timing of it is so that as soon as the ship lands and the door opens, you have to run to make it to your interview on time.
Okay.
And so we're just kind of like, we've got our bags and our things, and we're kind of like sitting in like the offload area. We're just waiting.
And I just want to note that like we had that whole like I think there was baby oil involved in the shoot. I think that like it had to get oiled up. So we had a kind of like an interesting sort of moment with each other, like before, and now we're gonna sort of run off. And how long has it been since the last scene?
I think it's been we said it was like an overnight trip. It's like the next morning. Like your interview is first thing in the morning. So we took photos till like late. We stayed up late and we slept, woke up packed, and we're kind of like, we haven't seen each other since
then.
Awkward baby oil photo taking.
Yeah. We haven't seen each other since the awkward baby oil photo taking. I think
and
that's
like
perfect.
Chet's on one side, and so she's all the way on the other side with you, but like close to the door, so you can book it as soon as we get off at the spaceport.
And we're waiting, like we're like.
Like we can see kind of like the slow descent kind of start, like we're in like the descent pattern. And she's like, so did you remember to send the photo attachments, right?
Yes, I sent them both photo and also AR.
Good, yeah.
I mean, I suppose everyone has to do that, right?
I mean, I have to submit. She'll hold up her arm. She doesn't have a mechanical arm at this point. They're still both her arms. And she'll hold up. There's like still got the vital signs, the health monitoring. I've got this monitor. I have to submit my vitals. before I do a new test. So I guess it's kind of similar, just less visual work and mod testing. So
Right. Of course. Well, that's
were you able to get breakfast?
no.
You have an interview, so
It's funny. This one's made on Mara, and it's my favorite.
is it?
Yeah, it's By the way, I'm gonna give you one for doing something nice. It's it's really good. It's got good quality. Hey, it wasn't super weird last night. I mean, it was.
Not super weird, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it wasn't how I was expecting to spend my evening, is all.
Me neither. So, do you live on Namirius?
Oh, no, I live on, one of those, like, satellite stations, the space
Oh.
stations,
Oh.
offside of Namirius. I just moved in, actually.
Oh.
Not too long ago, a couple months ago. It's much closer to mod testing, mod
Oh.
implant and sites and stuff.
Which one?
She'll actually wait, because we're in the descent. That one.
Do you lean in close when you point it out?
A little bit. It's like you're standing closer to the exit, so she kind of has to get close to the window, like, and be like, that one right there.
I feel like I'm gonna give you a die for that one because you're all up in my personal space in a slightly romantic way for our attraction roll. I
would have moved in sooner, but I really wanted one with a window. You know.
Oh yeah. I wonder what it would be like to live on a space station. I've only lived on a farm.
Yeah. Well, I was living on Vade 46 till recently, and most of the housing there is underground because of the cold.
Oh, right.
So it's nice having a window for once. I still have to get a bunch of stuff while I'm down here. I was thinking maybe get some furniture and things, because again, I haven't even stayed the night there. I just put like the down payment in, and then had to go test the mods. So.
Well, I mean, I think I'll probably be stuck here in Almerius for years, probably doing that job if I get it.
If you get it. Well, I think you'll interview well.
Thanks. Hey, if I don't get it, I'm not quite certain I can afford to move back, so I'll have to get something while I'm here.
Yeah. I'll ask around. Because the corporations, that do the mods, they often like to, once they have a new product out, they like to advertise it. I'll see if maybe they know any news networks or something.
Oh.
Actually, maybe a message real quick. Receptionist is not awful. Yeah, apparently there's a few agencies hiring on Namirius right now. Yeah, here, let me just.
I've got
here.
Brings
okay.
out brings his little
Yeah, and she basically does the equivalent of an airdrop. So it's not like there's no contact info on there. It's just the files, I'm sure it's like a hiring forum. Like there's a few advertisement and news agencies that are hiring. If you happen to bomb this interview for some reason,
or maybe I could just not go to my interview and go to one of those.
Yeah. See if you can. I mean, usually you can just schedule interviews right in there as long as your resume. You have the digitized resume. Right?
Yeah.
Just apply right now. We still have time. It's
okay.
early enough.
And he
here.
Would you hold my board?
Yeah. She'll hold it for you, so you can do the yeah.
He works through it, and it's always a little bit slower, and he sends it off.
I think she turns around and goes, "Okay, that's your settings are and just there. It'll run faster now."
Oh, thanks. Would you say that I get the interview?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you get because I'm assuming there's always hiring places like Nalmirius, so I imagine you get it's still an entertainment agency, but it's not as salacious.
And so I will. You'll get that next attraction die for that one. is what you will get, I think. Yeah, you have 5. You have 5.
Let's roll it.
Yeah, as we're waiting, right?
Yeah. I think we've entered the atmosphere by now.
Yes.
Oh no!
No. Oh, okay. So that is what I would call not optimal.
Not optimal at all.
Those are all bad rolls, all of them. So we have got perhaps some complications and maybe some conflicts, and also, bad things can happen.
So I feel like one of the
also we have
complications.
compatibilities too.
Yes, we do. So I think one of the complications is that the interview is not at the same time as your other one, but it's earlier.
Oh no. Okay.
Like if you run, you can just you'll be like a couple minutes late, which could impact the interview.
Yeah.
But
could we have that be the last one? Our last complication?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have that one come in last. But yes, I totally take that one. I think it's like now. Like I have no time.
Yeah.
At all. Like none. Okay.
So one complication is Chet's gonna come over.
Of course he's gonna come over.
Because
Of course he's gonna come over.
It's about disembark time. He didn't care if he gets thrown off the ship now.
Oh my gosh, Chet.
And you're wearing that crop top shirt, aren't you?
I am wearing the crop top shirt right now. Yes, yes, I am.
My check glasses. Here we go.
I feel like we should have some new traits coming on here. I just feel like, yeah. So I'm wearing the crop.
Chet-averse. That's
Oh, Chet-averse. Yeah.
All right. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing the newest fashion. Because I have the trait. It's not going to work. It's not going to work out for anything because it is a complication. But I do have the trait, and I think this is play.
Yes.
A play trait, which is
photo ready.
Oh, actually, yeah. I don't need a new trait. I'm photo ready. Yeah. I'm photo ready. Yeah.
He's like, and while you might be photo ready, that does not necessarily mean that it's the peak of like standard fashion, I think. And so he's like, well, I mean, I guess you pull it off, but it's not designer or anything. How do you expect to press this chick? I mean, have you even gotten her number yet?
No. But.
And then he does the lean over Zareena. You know, the
yes.
lean.
Right in front of me.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yeah, and it's already a
yeah.
cramped, like, tight space, so he's all up in your personal space.
Yeah.
Like, you can smell the body spray, like
Axe
body spray.
The Fax body spray.
Yeah. Because this kid's probably younger than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is your turn, so all these things have to make you look bad.
And so she's like, he's like, name is Chet, by the way. I know I'm super unforgettable, but it was, Zareena, right? And he looks at you. And she'll be like, yes? And he's like, so how about that number? And she's like, you know what? Yeah, give me your, she just swipes something.
Oh no.
And he's like, and that's how you get it, and that's how you work it. And he looks at you, and then he walks, like, struts back off.
He bumps against
me, he does, like, the shoulder check.
He does the shoulder check. Oh. Huh. Yeah. He's, fancy.
Awful.
But I suppose some people like that, though. You know what I mean? Like, some people.
Yeah, I guess. If you're, I don't know. It's just not. Let's just pretend he doesn't exist. For now. Okay.
Can I?
You may
offer
suggest.
you,
Yes.
may I suggest a
Of course you may.
complication?
Yes.
Because I feel like this is the root of our relationship. So these things, you know,
Uh-huh.
these things, I think, I think that it's unclear that you are not into him exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think
she's trying to become, like, look, civil because
Yeah.
there's a bunch of
Yeah.
people around,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
just kind of coming off as, like, let's just not talk about it, okay?
Right, we're like, it's I think what happens is that he rings you immediately to make sure it's the real number.
Yep.
Yeah, and when you talk to him, I think that you agree to go out with him because he says it's as a friend, right? He's lying, of course, right? But he sort of like puts you in an awkward position where like saying no might be a little bit difficult. And so
Yeah,
like
coffee. Yes, I drink caffeine on occasion. Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sure, 10. Why not? Sounds good.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Bye.
Is that Chet, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's you're gonna need a complication for that one. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, he's went to university and everything. He said, we talked about
he's whatever. Did top of his class or whatever.
Oh.
Just I don't
Yeah, that's
know. I wasn't
impressive.
listening to a lot of what he was saying, and I think that when she says I wasn't listening to a lot of what he was saying, it was more like maybe like, was she listening to anything I was saying?
Yeah. And I think that my sort of
Your imposter
syndrome.
Right?
Right?
And maybe
Yeah.
maybe you're also feels like maybe being manipulated a bit.
Yeah. I think, and so I think you actually aren't into me at all, right? Like I actually think you're just not into me. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, oh well. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Well.
Oh gosh, we're almost there.
Yeah.
Well, good luck on your interviews. I think you'll be able to make both of them if you hurry. And that's that complication of the where we are landing.
Yeah. And I think that'll be our last complication, and we will land.
And then also she'll be like, remember to eat the protein bar. Oh, and here, and she gives you another like a drink packet. You never got to try the first one. You might need it between interviews in case you get nervous or something.
Sure.
It's really good for you. And she lists off the vitamins and minerals real quick while we hear like the landing gears extend. And I think compatibility health nut.
Well, but I gotta match.
You gotta, that's my intro into the compatibility health nut.
I did research.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an all healthy vegan fast food place that also has clean faux meat. It's called like the Green Tree, and it's.
I think I've passed that before. I didn't realize that it was any good.
You know, apparently, I gotta go. Apparently, it's really good, but re-roll it before I walk out. I just want, because we have no successes.
Okay,
and
so I'm gonna roll
wait,
in the compatibility. So
we
1,
can do
2, 3, 4,
Here you
5,
go. There you go.
6, 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
2.
Well, it's so close to another attraction level.
And we need that attraction level.
So I think
we might lose it. You know, you could bring in a complication.
So I think conflict comes in here. And I think the conflict is going to be, this is going to...
It's me mine, right?
It's going to be a complication of both of ours.
Oh, okay.
So the gears starting to shut down, open down, and we're like taking steps forward, and then someone drops something and it lands on my leg, and you just hear a crunch, and the mod's twisted and gone bad, and you're on call. You have to leave, and you're like, and he's like, all right, are you
that's
okay?
a good
And at the same time, Chet comes in and is like, oh, don't worry, I got her. That's conflict. That's some conflict right there.
Okay. So I feel like I'm just gonna give you all 3 of those dice for that one. Also, I hate Chet.
Yeah. Yes, Chet's the worst.
Chet, well, he's one of the worst. Sleaze is also
and then
the worst.
and you gotta go, and so she's kind of like, bye.
Wait, roll it. Roll it first, because I need to know if we're going to get a thing out of this, because that'll change how that goes.
I
right?
guess. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
We have 2. We have 2.
We have
2.
Yeah, we got 3. 3, 6. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, 2 more. Okay. So we
Okay,
can make another
okay.
compatibility or an attraction.
Okay. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
This is,
The compatibilities stay no matter what. We might lose our attraction level, though.
but I think we might be able to, make our, we have to roll a reality check. 1 die for each attraction level that we acquire during this date. For each roll of a 5 or 6, you make 1 attraction level permanent, and everything else is lost. So I think we should go with the attraction level, because we might have a better chance of getting one to be permanent.
Permanent. That's true. We do
Right?
want permanent attraction levels.
Yes,
Although more dice
because-
for the next date sounds real good too.
I know, but also if we have very compatible, we don't have any attraction at the end, that's going to say bad things about a relationship.
In the end, this is only the first date. We got 2 more.
That's true. We've got 2 more. Okay, you're the active player. You get to choose if you want to go for another compatibility or
I think
an attraction.
because we only have 1,
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna go with a second compatibility.
Okay, but what is it?
Because then we'll have more. Because it makes sense with how this whole went. If we don't have a lot of attraction, if it doesn't stick, because on our second meeting, I think we'll be able to pump through some more attraction levels with extra dice.
Agreed.
Yeah, okay. So I think our compatibility is going to be. We have health nut. I think this one's going to be.
I have 2 thoughts, but I want to see what you have to say first.
Okay, yeah, I have a couple ideas. Adventurous.
Yeah.
That's
you and
one
I
of
are on the
mine.
same.
Okay. What's your other one?
The other one I had was, besides adventurous, right? Sort of like the sort of adventurous was like tech oriented.
Ooh,
Right.
yeah. Let's go with tech oriented.
Yeah,
I think that'll come in handy on our second date.
Because even though he doesn't have any mods, he actually has a lot of tech, and it's clear that and I feel like you
Or we'll put tech interest.
Yes. Yes.
Oops.
Yes.
Except I spelled it with a
Or
four.
how about just techie?
Oh yeah, I like that.
We're techie.
Techno babble. Tech jargon.
Techno. Okay. So it is the end of our date, and we now need to roll
A reality
check. Wait, no, we have to finish this one. Right?
Okay,
So,
yeah.
When there's a crunch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Chet just like swoops in, right?
Yeah.
Just like swoops in. And I, he's my conflict avoidant, and also have this thing.
You're on call. You got
I don't know what
interviews
to
go
do,
to.
but real quick, I have to go. I drop down, and I look at your leg real fast. I'm not particularly I know different kinds of tech. I don't know this tech, but I know different kinds of tech. I think there is a little bit of a. I'm a CrossFit guy, right? I'm a CrossFit guy, and also Chet's here, and he's making me super irritated. And actually, I think we can't do technobabble. I think we actually have to do something more adventurous for this one, I think.
Okay.
I think we have to. I think we can get the technobabble at the next date.
Okay.
And because I think what I'll do is, what has happened is I think like one of the pistons has basically been crumpled.
Yeah.
And I think what I do is I drop down to a knee.
Because it's not rated for sideways impact, which is what we've discovered right now.
Yes. I get down on a knee and I actually pull it like strongman style back into place. Like you need to go somewhere. But like basically I unbend like the sort of like crumpled thing. So because I think what I imagine is that there's like a
like
one
a
of
big
the
piston in the back.
right, that like basically crushed into like one of your joints, so you actually couldn't then.
Yeah, it was in like it was like got punched into the gear.
Right, and so I'm able to like just through brute strength, right, sort of pull it back out so that you can at least move to get to where you need to go to sort of actually fix it. But I think before you, which means you don't have to have Chet carry you, right? So it gets this moment where like I'm able to get your leg functioning, just so like, I see what that is.
She's like, go.
And then I run off, and
you have no idea if Chet helps me or not. Yeah.
And you see the woman from the FNN Enterprises there in a car to pick me up. Like I was gonna go and run off to the other job interview.
Oh no!
But she's there, and she's just like sweeps me into the car. And like you're there with Chet, and I'm swept into this car
bad.
With this terrible woman from FNN Enterprises.
And that's how the first date is.
And that's how our first
what a horrible first date.
Well, it was mixed bag. Like you know,
I mean, a lot of bad things happened.
It's true. That's because we did not roll well.
Conflict. We rolled poorly.
We rolled so badly.
Okay.
We have to roll one more time.
Reality. Who rolls the reality check?
How about you roll one die, I roll one die?
It's gained this level. We only gained one.
Oh no, you're right.
I am.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Yep.
Okay. Well, you do it.
Okay. That's sure.
Because you have to have better luck now. That's it.
That's how that works. Sure.
That's how it works. Yeah. Yep. Oh!
Oh no!
We lose our attraction.
Our attraction. Okay. It was all ruined.
It was all ruined. I think that end of that date like ruined it a little bit, like because now we think we're not really into each other, maybe.
Oh yeah, and like we're never gonna see. We never even got contact info.
I never even got your number. Like
you
so,
never
I have
got
to
my
leave
number
before I got your number, so I don't know where to find you. You don't know where to find me. It looks like we're gonna never be in the same space at the same time, and well, but like you were so interesting, and I made a mess of myself. Well, you know, like
yeah.
And I don't know, you gave Chet your number, so
to try to get him to leave me alone, and it didn't work.
I know. And Chet's gonna like, we don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm at least able to like get it so that you are able to not have to rely on him carrying you to your tech space. Yeah. Okay, so people, that was one date.
That's the first date.
That's the first date. This game is based on 3 dates. You take 3 dates. Just give you the spoiler. You take 3 dates, and at the end of the 3 dates, you look to see what your attraction, your compatibility is, to see how your relationship is going to end up in the end.
It's rough.
Yeah. So there you go. Well, but I will note that we're looking at possibly 4 extra dice now, right?
Which I think will be, with how we're rolling, I think those dice will be invaluable.
Yeah, and we're going to lose one of the attraction dice. We won't be able to roll that. But if we can, like, you know, like, I feel like we can...
We have 1 less attraction die, but we have 4 more dice than when we were... so we have 3 more dice than we... Yeah, 4 more dice than when we started the first date, so...
Right. Okay, so
I feel like you kind of get compatibilities first before attraction sometimes, so you know it works.
Yeah, right. You're compatible, and then
the attraction kicks in more.
Yeah, right.
It goes one of 2 ways: either a lot of attraction first, or a lot of compatibility first. These are obviously compatibility first.
Yeah,
people.
Even though we're both smoking hot people. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was all right. So I have City of Light and Shadow in an hour and a half, but...
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and I've got...
Yeah, we should probably prepare for that.
I should. There are some things that I need to prepare. But can we do like a quick debrief? Like a
yes, I think we'll have to do the other 2 dates at another point in time.
Yes.
So I'll put us back on the 2-player screen.
Oh. So, hey, chat, all you folks in chat who are lovely. Sometimes Aether's Walkway falls through because of scheduling. When you have
Happens.
5 players in a GM, that's 6 people, and scheduling can be a thing. So we have planned that we have got this on the back gate if we need to. So I feel like we've got 2 more dates to get through.
Yeah.
And when if there's that moment when game falls through, we will come up with date 2. Yes. And we will.
And we have
roll
different
that.
outfits for date 2.
We do. I have a different outfit because the next time you see me, I will have gotten a job.
Somewhere. Who
Somewhere.
knows where?
I really feel like I need a new trait, though. I feel like I need a new trait.
I didn't add any new traits. I'll probably add some more at the second date, though.
Here, I'm gonna just add one right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna add another. Some of these actually need to be short. I need to make the font smaller for this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add piece of meat.
Okay.
I'm gonna add piece of meat as a self trait. Because I feel like that's
buddy.
Yeah, right. Because I feel like that showed up today.
Yeah.
Yeah, not beefcake because that's different, but
Yes.
piece of meat.
Piece of meat. Oof.
Piece of meat. Yeah. Do you want to add one before we go?
I think she's good. I don't think she's. I think she's pretty set. I think she'll get more treats on her second date.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay. So what did you think?
That was fun. The mechanics were way more intense than I thought they'd be. I don't know if that's because of our really poor rolling or what, but
it does make you make choices, and those choices are: do you want bad things to happen to get better rolls? And
and the answer is yes.
the answer is yes. I'll be interested when it becomes yes because we're greedy, right? Like
oh, we have the successes, but we could
we
get
want
this
more.
and this if we had more successes. Yeah.
Also, I hate Chet. And Chet wears like some stupid like piece of clothing that he thinks makes him
Look really cool, but it doesn't.
No, it makes him the worst.
Aside from the glasses.
Yeah. Chet. I hate Chet.
I mean, it's all designer. Everything he wears is
all
designer.
Yeah, and I hate him. So, I thought it was really interesting. I like the tension. I think that I need to, what's the word? Because you can narrate positive things that make your date look well, go well, and help you on that date. And if the guide thinks that's good, realistic or clever, you can get bonus dice. So I feel like more capitalize on the like having a good thing happen because yeah. I think a little bit more of that will be good for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did pretty good. We had some good things, and then we got really dramatic on the bad things. We were like, oh, but we could do this.
Yes. Also, just side note, what I think is really interesting is that Lindy and I have spoken about the conflicts in our characters' relationship that has happened before we actually had the faking of the death. And what's interesting is I see these echoes of what will become a problem later, right?
Let's just not talk about it.
No, we're not going to talk about it. It's fine.
Let's just not mention that incident that happened back there.
No,
that's definitely not going to become a problem later.
No, like little things like sleaze is a problem in the current day,
yes.
And Chet is that guy, right? You know what I mean? Like, and there's
guy.
And we both don't deal with that very well, right? And I think that terrible woman for F and N, like Flesh Knights and News Enterprises, like she echoes like this person that I dealt with right later that was also a problem. So I feel like there's some kind of really interesting.
Yeah, and then just certain personality things of we're both definitely obviously bothered by this thing, but let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
And talk through it. Let's just move on.
Yeah. We are
I don't know
really
if we're
good
both
at
over it, but
communication.
we're moving on.
Yeah, we're moving on. We're just moving on, and if you move on, it's fine, right? So
Yeah,
then we don't have to talk
it's
about
not
it.
a problem if you move on.
That is correct. It's not a problem if you just move on.
It's
Nor
not
would you
necessarily about talking to it till later. It's talking about it at all, maybe.
Yeah, but I feel like for a while it works because
It works for a long time,
I think it works for a long time.
just
Also,
not
I
super
suspect
long term.
yeah, but I also suspect it's because I think that we are what's the word mostly very consequent. It's like a consequence, a German word. It means that you follow through on what you say you'll do. Like if you say you're gonna do a thing, then you are consequent. You will do it. So I feel like if we say we're moving on, I do not feel like we're the kind of people who then bring that. Like how some people are like, oh, I'm over it, and then they'll bring it up all the time and like just like use it as a weapon and like keep messing with you. I just don't think we do. Like I think that if we say we've moved on, we actually just don't bring it up again.
We just never talk about it. It's not spoken of.
No, like I don't think we do that passive aggressive thing where we're like, well,
I don't think they're very passive aggressive people.
No. Yeah, so I think that's interesting. So I'm really excited to see how our second date is going to go.
Oh yeah. No, they have some commonalities, and they're never expecting to see each other again. They're gonna run into each other, and I'll give spoilers. They run into each other next at a convention.
Yes, and we have to give.
And we're both working.
Yes. Also, I think that we have to give this a new title because clearly we have more than one session, so we have to call this. We have to give it a special title.
We will,
and it should be Chet. It's not Chet.
The romanceology.
Yeah. So exciting. All right. Introduce yourself.
Yes, we should do outros official. I'm just having so much fun.
Me too. Yes. And by the way, we're gonna have to process and talk more about this later because I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Gosh. Chad, I'm sorry you can't be there with us when we are like talking at 3 in the morning.
Oh yeah, sorry, Chad.
But you'll get us next time.
You'll get it. Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Because now we have all the assets done, so we can start right on time.
It'll be much faster. I'll be like, boop, instead of let me bring this into Photoshop and make an overlay.
And now, for all I know, we might still do only one date next time, but do 6 times.
It's true. We might. Oh, we could make a long convention date. Yeah, we could drag this out for 3 whole sessions. Anyway, we'll see what happens. We don't know. It depends on how time goes, or if we just be like, it's a good Monday for another date.
Like we might just have a date on a Monday. We don't even know.
We don't know. We'll announce it though when it does happen.
Yes.
Aether's catwalk.
Aether's catwalk. On the catwalk.
Yeah.
We have our romantic comedy problems on the catwalk.
We have our 3 dates on the catwalk.
Catwalk.
Yeah. So, Trooper, you tell us where we can find you and what you do, and then I'll do my spiel for the channel and close us out.
I am Laugh Love Lindy, and no, wait.
Yep.
I'm Trooper SJP, and I am a streamer, as I hope you know. I do all the RPGs. The big thing that you should probably know, you can find me also at Academic Foxhole on Twitter, where I post things. What things? It's unclear. And I don't know. But you can find me, most importantly, in an hour and a half. I'm going to eat some dinner, but in an hour and a half, you can find me on my channel, Trooper SJP, for episode 14 of City of Light and Shadow, which is a French resistance campaign, and there are only 16 episodes. So this is, we don't have a lot of episodes left. Ooh, I need to send out the tweet with the little teaser audio.
Ooh.
Do that.
You should do that, and I should not drop my phone.
Don't drop your phone.
No.
So that's me. You can also find me on Saturday night at 8 p.m. over at Praxagoras for the regiment. That's my goat. Sorry, that's my screaming goat. It's my screaming goat. Sorry, I love it though. Where I play a fellow who's who's very big, very beefy, and not particularly smart, and not savvy, just not. So and then you can find me on Monday at 3 p.m. over at Encounter Roleplay for the North. Except I forgot I need to tell you something. This is really important. Thank you for reminding me. I'm so sorry. Tomorrow, Saturday at 8 o'clock. Yes, you can find me over at Praxagoras channel where I'm playing in the regiment. But there's something else. At 2 p.m. tomorrow, over on Table Story, you can find me from 2 to 5. You can find me reprising my role of Cuthbert Ashby, who's a mix between Lord Byron and Oscar Wilde in a Good Society game called A State of Affairs. And it's our Christmas special. We're going to do a little Christmas 3-shot. And I will be back, and I've got my fan, because Lord Cuthbert is extra. I have got my period clothing. It's a little bit out of period. It's more Victorian than it is Regency, but, good enough for government work. What I'm trying to tell you, tomorrow, big deal. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Over at Table Story is going to be the revisiting. It's like the Christmas episode, three sessions of Good Society. And if you want some Jane Austen goodness and a lot of scandal, if you want some scandal, you need to be there. So there's that. And then for the North, Game of Thrones game over at Encounter Roleplay at 3 p.m. Eastern on Monday. And then actually, I think that's it before we come back around.
Wonderful, wonderful. And then there is me. It's me, Laugh Love Lindy. So we have our normally regularly scheduled channel things, such as we are doing our mini Kids on Brooms campaigns on Mondays, typically, except our GM hurt her back on this Monday. So I believe if everyone is available, I need to double check, we're going to have that later tonight.
Wow.
We've rescheduled, so you might get some more tabletop things on my channel tonight at 9 Eastern-ish, maybe? We'll see. I gotta ping people. I gotta be like, hey, we playing? If not, we'll be back on Monday for our Kids on Brooms, in which I am an actual alligator that knows magic and can talk. And on Tuesdays is Mists of Ravenloft. We're currently doing the Ship of Horrors game. It is a lot of fun, and I'd say they've figured out the bulk of the mystery. Now they just gotta go, beat up some guys and retrieve some dead bodies and, normal things. Normal Ravenloft things. Yeah, typical. It's fine. And then on Tuesdays earlier in the afternoon, you can find me on Encounter Roleplay playing some Achtung Cthulhu, which I'm a 1944 New Zealander sniper going behind German lines. It's terrifying. And let's see. I'm doing some other stuff. I'm doing some other stuff, but I cannot think of it at the moment. So follow me on Twitter.
Degrees of Madness?
Degrees of Madness. That's also on Tuesday.
Did I guess it on?
Busy day. You did guess on it. It's right after Encounter Roleplay's game. Like, I go from one to the other. Tuesday's a busy day. And so check that out. It's comedy, horror, pulp Cthulhu, and I think there's only 3 episodes left of this semester. And then we have the second semester next year. So that'll be exciting. Check it out. It's really good. If you like laughing until your face hurts and your sides hurt, that's what you should watch, because that's how I feel. I'm like, oh, my muscles are sore after I GM it, because it's very funny. Then I guest on things and do other things. So just follow me on Twitter for what's happening when, because I will always retweet it. And of course, a huge thank you to our lovely sponsor, Roll20. May our dice roll better on our second date, because we were using their virtual dice roller, which is completely free. So we were able to set all this up for free.
And you saw like my 3D dice and everything.
Yeah, it was very exciting. And we were able to set up and move the stars and tokens around to symbolize our dice. It was very nifty. Go check it out. It's free. Just do it. They're awesome. Just do it. So thank you guys so much. Hopefully we will catch you. We should be back with our regularly scheduled Aether's Walkway next weekend. Next Friday.
I think it'll be a long one.
And I think it's going to be an extra long episode. Yeah, I think it's going to be 3 hours instead of 2. So check it out. Until then, thank you all for watching. Have fun. Play games.